suffering. That mean we patient, we recovering. Awake the nation, change your mind, transformation. Present God's lost presentation. Only way you get salvation. Christ gave us the demonstration. I ain't Haitian, I ain't black. I am Israel, that's a fact. My spirit bear witness, I'm dismissing Christmas. Encounter a Christian, God's work up with quickness. Reviving the sickness, asking for patience and asking forgiveness. I'm doing His business until it's the finish. His work keep me driven, His goodness He giving. Hey, hey, hey.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Let's ride yo, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
Build up your patience, hear out the words that I'm speaking in cadence. I just opened up the book of the truth, flipping the pages, looking for salvation.
Shalom, 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 Israel, shalom. Most High in Christ bless, Most High in Christ bless. Welcome to Patient Saints Radio.
2.0.
Hey, I'm Captain Shemaiah.
Captain Amaziah.
Captain REA.
Captain Barnabas.
Officer Carmelite.
Sister Hanaya.
Sister Naoma.
What the hell?
I hope if I die, the Lord let me come back with a Benji accent.
Right. Late.
I want to be Gad.
You don't want a Gad accent?
No. It sound like
What is a Gad? Oh,
What
yeah,
is a
yeah.
Gad accent?
Gad,
my land is gone. The white man steal them.
Nah, Gad be sounding real Californian. You ever met a Gad from out on the West Coast?
Yeah.
They have like really proper English.
I want to just call
they
somebody a
celebrate
blood
Thanksgiving.
clot idiot. I just want to call somebody that, and it'd be
Go
genuine.
ahead.
Blood clot idiot. I want to call somebody that
Are
genuinely.
you saying an idiot?
Idiot?
Idiot
Okay,
boy.
yeah, you got it.
Idiot. I can't say it. I want to grow up with it and,
Hey.
and say it genuinely.
Look, Officer Carmel, I went to Jamaica one time, and this brother has not been the same since.
Yeah.
Same with Alicia.
Hey, Alicia couldn't tell.
Cat wouldn't let
nothing,
me.
man.
They wouldn't let me drive though. I asked like
Alicia
3
called
times.
me a nigga.
Yep,
Remember
all
that?
the way.
Different side of the
Nigga.
street.
Remember
I don't
that?
care.
Hey, yeah.
I want to drive.
Ain't that right, Alicia?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they tell me about it.
Shay. I
Tell
said,
him about
Alicia,
it.
man. We at the airport coming back.
Yep.
We at the little duty free
Duty
stuff.
free, yeah.
He sees some liquor.
Sorry ass Ray.
Some what was it?
Ray and nephew.
Ray and nephew. Yeah,
Ray
it was
and
Ray
nephew.
They sell that
Me
here.
Some cough syrup.
Me and Officer Alicia in Jamaica. I said, hey, you know they said that around the corner from the school, right? He's like, nah, Cap, you can't get that.
This
You can only
exotic.
get that. This exotic. You can only get this in Jamaica.
Word.
All right, do your thing. You come back with his sorry ass Ray and nephews. And I think somebody actually brought it back to the school.
Yeah, but
Probably him.
Still, here's the thing. He brought it to the school at
Like
the
it was
barbecue.
fire.
And he was walking around with it.
Yes,
Like, you
yes,
couldn't tell
He was walking around. He had the Benji walk and everything.
Yeah. Oh, remember he
And
bought the
that little-
Benji jacket.
Yeah.
It said Jamaica on it. Listen, you were all right.
Hey, the
man.
brother came
I was
back.
a nigga though for that moment.
Hey,
bro.
the brother. Hey,
That's all.
Cap, the brother came back, and I think he stepped away to do something. And brother
Oh
took
yeah, we
some shots
stopped.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was mad as hell. He
Like,
was
bro, you
mad
know,
as hell.
around
We
the
hit
corner,
his
get
bottle
the-
from him.
Yeah, we hit the bottle. Right.
Yeah, he was mad.
Blood clot idiot.
Yeah. Then he went to the liquor store and saw them on all the shelves. He was like, damn.
And he was like, damn.
It is
Cap
cheap.
was
I
like,
thought Captain
cheap.
Amaziah was a nigga, man.
Yeah, matter of fact, it was cheaper. It was cheaper here than it was in Jamaica.
Hey, Alicia, are we lying?
Damn.
Are we lying?
Hey,
Alicia?
couldn't tell
lies
Alicia
detected.
nothing. Hey, couldn't tell
I
Alicia
could have
nothing
saved
that
you
day,
for
bro.
$50, bro.
He bought it at the duty free
But I
like it
was a
was
nigga.
something.
Right.
They made you feel good at the duty free.
Changed his Jamaican money into good old
Right.
Babylon money.
Yeah.
Right.
It's all right. We're living.
That
We
thing
learn.
was $50,000 in Jamaican money.
He said that's the expensive stuff.
Hey, Cap ain't like that. You saw how Cap was. That was 50,000 Jamaican. Cap
Like
got
$5.
Cap got mad.
And that Ray and Neff is used for everything.
Yeah.
It's a household cleaning product.
Like
blue
Robitussin?
soap. It's like alcohol on your body.
Like blue soap.
when the kids are
disinfectant.
sick, you rub it on their chest. They use that. For
It's like a home remedy.
And it's
Like, they mix it with Vaseline to make
telling
vapor rub.
Brother bought some Benji bleach.
right.
Blue
Bleach your
soap.
clothes.
It's blue soap.
Goddamn. Couldn't tell him nah. But they had to see.
He was proud of that bottle. though.
Yeah, that's
He
what I'm
was
saying.
proud
They
as
had
hell
to
of
be
that
there.
bottle.
They had to be there to see his face
Yeah,
because
he
he
had
was
the little-
pissed.
The little carrying
The little
case.
carrying case bag and all that.
Not a
Walking
bag.
through the airport.
Not like the little shaving bag.
The little duty free bag. Yeah. I can't wait to show the brothers this at the school.
He didn't put it in his carry-on. He walked with it on the plane like it was
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah.
But Cat, you forgot the part when he showed up at the school. You know the little smooth walk he had in the building.
Yeah, with the bag.
With the case, yeah.
Let's use that.
He
dude,
had
for a
the
minute,
case.
bro.
It was two in the case, little box.
Hey,
Well, in his defense, the walk is default setting. The walk is default setting, but the carrying case.
Carrying case
That added
is something
something to
else,
it.
bruh.
With the Jamaican flag jacket.
Who won a Ross
You know what's
Clark?
funny?
Rob
After that
Woodman.
barbecue, I never saw that Jamaican jacket again.
Never
Why you
again.
never wear that jacket again, officer?
It's still in the closet. That
He
thing
was
is scarred.
traumatized
Why
by
you
Ray
guys
and
in the closet
Nephew.
like that, bro?
The Ray and Nephew experience
We
traumatized
didn't
him.
do it to you,
What was
bro.
his nickname for a minute? Was
It
Ray.
wasn't our fault.
It's
You
okay,
didn't
Ray.
listen.
Damn.
Yeah.
Huh?
Damn.
It's a
It's a
novelty.
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 He still ain't learned.
Jamaica novelty. I feel you.
That's messed up,
feel
Bishop.
you.
He said it's a
be
novelty.
all right.
I took you with me, and this is how you treat me, bruh. This is how you treat the lands.
How come y'all don't never take us back? We gotta read. You know what I'm saying?
Because y'all come back with Ray and Neff.
Hey, shout out to all the brothers that went on one trip and never went back with a captain or a deacon.
Never none of that.
That's a cold game, bro. You be
Probably a reason why.
Yeah.
damn what I did, Cap. That's some. Oh, that's wild. I ain't even did nothing.
Yeah.
If I did it, he
You
ain't told me I
remember
did
you
it.
did
man.
You know, Cap would do you like that. Cap would just shake his head at you. He be like, word. Next thing you know, you don't go no more.
Hey, I had to do one brother like that.
You be like, Cap, what I did? He be like, oh, yeah, for real? You trying to travel?
Word.
All praises.
All right, I'll keep you in mind.
They hit you with that general all praises, you know it's over with.
You want a no-fly list?
Like, Cap, what I
No travel
did?
list.
Oh,
I'm like, dang, I ain't did it. Got a little tasty patty crumb in the
Yo,
bed.
one brother I
Petty
travel with, he's snoring all over the place.
Damn.
Then he got like 3 different phones, and they going off all night.
no.
I'm like, yo, bro, what you doing? Why
Man,
don't you
a
turn your
dope
phone
dealer.
on vibrate or
Right.
something? I'm like,
The plug.
nah, Cap, it ain't bothering nobody. Beep, 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 beeping all over the damn place. Last time I ever traveled with that brother.
All
I know
right,
who you are.
what I did, Cap? I want to know
I want
now.
to know too. I do too.
I want to know. Something must have
I don't think I
happened.
traveled with you.
Something must have happened
I want to
between
know what you did.
Jamaica and Atlanta. Where Cap was like, nah, hell no.
You do get left behind a
Country,
lot.
bro. You country.
It was me asking Cap, let me drive the car. Come on, Cap.
Let me carry the bags.
Yo, you
Like,
too
yo,
country,
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
you realize we on the wrong side of the street, right?
Oh,
You know,
damn.
they ride on the
Jamaica.
opposite road.
That-
He want to ride on the right side.
Nah, I
I'm
just
about to
wanted
bring
to-
America to Jamaica.
I just wanted to drive because
You
I was
did not say that
no.
part.
I didn't say that part, but I did ask to drive.
Did you drive?
No, nah, they ain't
my
let me
God.
drive. I was like, come.
But
I-
that didn't stop him from asking, though. The first no wasn't enough.
Hey, you know you get stopped down there. They see you American.
Yep, you getting it.
They taking everything.
Yeah, the hustle. That's the hustle.
we
That's
got
the
pulled
hustle.
over.
Oh,
As a matter of
wow.
fact, we
Dang.
got pulled over
Oh, yeah.
going back to the airport. Were you with us, Cap? Or did you already leave? You had
No,
left.
matter of fact, no. We got pulled over. Yeah, that night
With
after we picked
David.
you up.
They take money from
After we put you up,
What?
they was trying to shake us down.
They
man.
take money from the
Down.
cap.
bro, I just like the way Benji don't how they take turns at like 30 miles an hour, bro. I was like,
Damn.
I got a cousin that died like that.
taking them turns or the police
No, she
pulling?
was in a minibus.
Damn.
Yeah,
And they flipped it or
yeah,
something?
you ever watch those
On-
things
on-
where the
on the
minibuses flip
Yeah.
over?
There's no rail going around that. There's no rail going around the mountains. You
Same
will
thing in
die.
Bahamas.
Man, I was like, these boys take and stop signs mean hardly nothing. They was like, "Brr." I was like, what is this?
Nah,
I'm
Jamaica,
like, can I drive?
If you could
And
drive
it's a dirt road.
if you could drive in an island like Jamaica, you could drive just fine
Anywhere.
anywhere.
Right.
I just wanted to
Shout out to the brother from Jamaica. I know that failed the driving test in New
Damn.
York. And then
Hold up.
and then call.
I can't
call-
believe it, Cap.
Hold on.
It was
There's
you?
a- there's a-
It was you?
Oh, it was you? Nah, it wasn't you.
It was him. It was
I
him.
guess
You-
I cut a nerve. I wasn't talking about Barnabas. Every Benji fails that driving test. So Benji don't make sense, bro. So he fails his driving test.
Oh man.
And I listened to this man call up the Department of Motor Vehicle.
What if Bomba client?
Gets a representative and commence to cuss her out.
That's Benji.
Because he failed the driving exam. Then tells her, if you came make and saw me drive, you would pass me.
Word.
Come on, Jamaica.
I remember I'm young. I'm like 17 at this time. I'm young. And I'm looking like, nigga. Even my young ass know that ain't make no damn sense.
That's Jamaica, bro.
But in his mind, it made perfect sense.
Hey, bro, come on now.
Yo, he said, you ever see me driving at Jamaica?
You know we are chat about.
I was like,
Hey, can y'all talk that part of whole?
She's on Fordham Road in the Bronx. She doesn't know.
And she Northern Kingdom. She don't know what the hell going on.
Yeah, she was like, no speaky.
She like, you see me driving Colombia, you.
All I know, you really got to take your time because even they potholes.
Oh,
Yeah. Real
man.
talk. You ain't driving. It ain't smooth roads.
It's smooth.
Jamaica's not as
Yes.
bad as like Haiti, but Jamaica still got real bad roads.
No, Haiti.
I just like to see the goats on the side of the
Shout out
road.
to Deacon Malachi.
Shout out
Shout out to Deacon Malachi up in headquarters, man. Shout out to all the leadership.
That's right.
Oh, shout out to all the for the classes, man.
This is
Right,
for the
right.
teachers.
man.
The prophets are the saviors.
Listen, yesterday was about self-examination, man. Like, for real.
Sir.
So yeah, prayers up for Deacon, safe travel back. But yeah, back to Haiti. You were saying on something about
Haiti.
Haiti.
Potholes is what? Magnificent?
No, yeah, they are. They're wonderful, like this in the scripture. But I was saying Jamaica's roads are not as bad as Haiti roads. Haiti, you're going about 25 miles an hour the whole
like-
damn way. There's no smooth road in
No.
Haiti. Dang. Jamaica got some smooth roads that China built. Shout out to China, I guess.
Damn.
I just posted a video.
I was just
My
gonna
wife
say
said, "Nah, we ain't doing nothing with Haiti. We're gonna go to China and Trinidad and what are the islands."
Can we
I
listen
guess.
to the Moabite talk patois?
Nah, man.
The
Nah.
Moabite said me I talk
You
Chinese.
trying to get Barnabas mad again?
Nah. We trying to calm Barnabas' spirit, man.
Barnabas, Barnabas was triggered last week.
Yeah, he was hurt.
Hold up.
Did you fail your driving test?
No. Hold up. Why
Uh-oh.
you never
Hey,
care
play it.
about
Play it.
Carmela on that
Oh.
trip? What he did?
What did he do?
I ain't did nothing.
You did something. I know, Cap. Cap
must have did something.
You just
What
need
you
to
did?
hear, sir. You just need to
He
hear.
don't
That's
remember. It
all.
was too long ago. He can't. He,
Well, he ain't eat the
No.
beef patty right?
Cap
I
still-
think I want to
Hey, hold
know.
up. Cap still remember.
He dissed the bun and cheese. He dissed the bun and cheese.
I don't think it was anything in particular. I don't.
it was just the whole trip. He was like this month.
I watched this man eat a sawfish fritters
Fritas.
like it
He
was.
insulted it. He insulted
Nah,
Nah,
I never saw somebody eat something piping hot out the grease, burning up their own mouth, and just kept going. Like he's like, it was like it was nonstop.
Food. I like food, and that thing was authentic. You know I've been chasing the ghost ever since I got
Wow.
back. That's
Can't
why he
find
said.
it.
Oh, yeah,
that's why
yeah.
he say
Nah.
you keep going to all the Benji restaurants.
You ain't gonna
you
find
chasing
it.
the ghost.
Yeah,
It's like
Oh,
crack.
you ain't gonna- nah.
You chasing the ghost.
See, now that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, listen. So I know a lot of brothers and sisters, they like Benji food,
Somebody's phone is going.
but it's
That's my bad, yo. Go ahead.
It's like crack.
Come on here.
I thought it was damn.
but it's nothing like eating food there.
Fritas.
Like, it's not the
Captain
same.
Shemai
man.
had me eat it.
The beef patty don't even
not-
crummy up the same way.
Look at Officer Alicia.
Shout out to
Moab,
bro.
Tasties, bro.
Bruh, where the tasty was at look like the dope spot, bruh. Like I'm talking about, bruh. You walk in that bitch like they don't sell no food in there, bitch. I know they don't.
You know what's crazy? I was
Bruh, there's
with,
just a bunch of jokers with their shoes off.
Hey, let me
And
tell
then
you
it's
something.
delicious.
Let me tell you something that happened with me and Officer Alicia. I think it was me and Alicia. You was with me, right? At Tasties. So
That big one?
Shout out to Officer David. Yeah, the big one. The 2-floor.
Yeah,
one.
the big one.
Yeah, so we upstairs.
We was there at nighttime.
We was upstairs enjoying the beef patties. I think Alicia had some
Donkey parties.
some Atkins sawfish or something.
Donkey
Everybody in a good mood.
That's a donkey patty.
So now we leaving.
Sorry, man.
We leaving.
It's,
And I think it was Alicia.
yeah.
He just had to look to the right as we're about to
Why?
walk
Yeah.
down.
Why did you
And
have
that
to
little
turn your
hole,
neck?
that little hole back there. If you
Hold
come
on,
out,
wait.
I know it well. I looked over there. I was like, what the?
So I think Alicia looked to the right, and he saw on the wall. It was a picture. It was Moab that created the beef patty.
Tore you up.
Y'all got that slave food.
Yeah, that hurt my heart when you
Automatic
brought that back.
depression right there.
Yeah.
We founded Tasties, and all these niggas is eating Tasties, and
Is that
the line
true?
is out the damn. Am I lying? Listen,
They
the
created
line
that
was out the
chain,
damn
yeah.
Are
building.
you serious?
Not one Moab was in Tasties eating
Donkey
Tasties.
patty.
It was all Negroes.
Hey,
Damn, and the joint was good too.
They was fighting.
Hey,
Cap had a bite. I wake up eating them cold. Cut like you just gonna eat the patty cold. I was like,
Hey, I ain't. After that deep revelation that Captain
more,
Amazon
huh?
brought
Ain't been the
back,
same.
I've not eaten a patty in Jamaica since.
Freaking Moab.
hey, I got a question for the brothers and sisters
donkey
online.
patty.
What's better, Scotchies or Tasties?
Well, now Scotch
Oh, is it
is
Scotch?
Scotch is
Oh,
jerk
it's all-
chicken
Yeah, for the
or jerk food.
Yeah,
Jerk.
what's the one we went to?
Yeah, Scotch.
Scotches.
Oh, that's the one restaurant we went with the big ass fish, like they had the sour salt tree and a little.
Nah, bro. See, yo, bro.
Yeah,
see-
want a ting?
Nah.
Wait,
You want some blood
I
clot?
got a question. So when you say, so they started the chain Tasties or they started beef patties?
I doubt Moab started the actual beef patty.
They
I don't
ain't
know.
started
I
nothing in
don't
their
know.
life. They ain't started nothing in their life.
Okay, that was
Well, they're
confusing.
claiming
Nah,
it though, but they're claiming it.
Nah,
Yeah.
there's no way because remember our old school
Yep.
Moab went to somewhere to ask them how they make
Yes.
something.
Everywhere
Yes.
they do it.
No,
Everywhere,
I'm saying
yes.
we knew about that.
Oh,
It was
They
the
went-
egg roll.
Was
It
the egg roll?
It was a egg roll y'all used to talk about.
No, Moab's restaurant was at the end of the plaza.
Uh-huh.
Somebody else was in there, and
It's me and
Moab.
Cap.
oh, that's how the
It was
tasty
me and
patty
Captain
came. That was
Amazon.
y'all talking about the
Yeah.
patties, and they
When we
got
went
the
to
recipe
Moab down the
from.
way.
85?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you
we
was in
there.
there because
Yeah.
Moab
It was
went
me
in
and
and
Cap.
said, "Hey, I guess they tasted something from that restaurant and was asking how do you make it?"
Oh, it was like a jerk
Okay.
egg roll.
Because okay, it might have been the jerk egg
Yeah.
roll.
Okay.
Because-
Yes, it was
That's
a jerk egg roll.
egg
Right,
roll.
because
Okay.
they were gonna start making it in their
Right,
spot.
okay.
So Moab ain't inventing nothing.
Oh, okay. I
so
was confused.
so what they do is they get the recipes from us, and because they got the capital, they monopolize on it by making these chains.
Gotcha,
So now we
okay.
think, oh, Moab invented it. Barnaby, stay in the spirit. Moab did not. Moab don't invent. We ain't giving Moab no damn
Oh,
credit.
So don't feel
Okay.
bad, Judah. Y'all do fried chicken good. Moab just got more
What
money
I'm
than you.
saying,
Malachi.
listen, they are the founder.
Bro,
This brother fall asleep
Come on, bro.
anywhere.
that bro got narcolepsy. What that thing is?
Yeah, it's narcolepsy.
Hold up,
Narcolepsy.
hold up, man. Hey, all of you brothers and
Hold up.
sisters who do not know nothing about Benji Party, stop text, please.
Oh, yeah,
You guys
yeah,
don't know nothing about that.
They think that
Hold up.
Gracie one that they got at the Walmart the same thing.
Nah.
Oh, hold up. Now,
If it ain't in a greasy
Hold up.
brown bag
Come
or a
here.
whole box, you ain't got it right.
from your born, right? Where you eat the best food?
Before what?
You're born, okay?
Since time you've been.
Oh,
yeah,
since
you've been alive.
since I was
Been
born.
alive, okay.
The best place I ate some food at.
Why you keep
I'm trying
holding
to.
it back?
I'm gonna tell. Being honest. I'm gonna tell you, it's between island I was at the Bahamas and Benji.
Right.
Well, that's
Bahamas
got the same
Saying, I mean,
What the hell
and
wrong with
Jamaica,
this
and
guy?
Jamaica,
So is Benji.
Yeah.
and Jamaica.
So is
That was
Benji.
two of the best outside of Babylon food.
I was thinking the same thing because my family's Bahamian.
I ain't.
So we technically.
Your
Bahamian.
family
I
is
ain't been
everything.
nowhere.
Wait.
It says you Judas. So
Your
stop
family-
playing
What the hell?
games.
Oh my
I
God.
ain't been
Stop
nowhere
playing
else.
games, man.
Sis, you Benji?
I tell y'all all the time I was raised Benji.
No.
What's your daddy?
My father's Judah. But
All
All right. So you Judah, sis.
Benji
We trying to
women
come over
raised
here.
me.
Don't come over here. No, stay
And
over
shout out to
there.
IUIC Bahamas.
Stay over there.
Either Asian or you Judah. One of them.
I
Stay.
like
Not
these
Benji.
vibes.
Not Benji.
One time, me and my wife went on a
Hey,
cruise,
something.
Hold on,
and we
Go ahead.
we was
What?
me thinking I could go anywhere because that's the kind of mentality I had. We gets off the boat. I go buy some reefer and buy some food from some
So let's be clear. This is before the truth.
before the trip.
Okay, thank you.
This is a long time ago.
Hallelujah.
Oh yeah, I thought that was implied.
No.
So
It was a long time ago.
You got a bunch of brothers listening like, oh, we can smoke weed now? We can smoke weed now.
So I done followed this dude, got me a plate and followed these dudes between. And before I realized, I said, well, how let these niggas walk me between?
Oh, they box you in.
But they had the food and the.
Gad.
And they took me to the liquor store and bought some kind of Bahamian rum or something. It was. I gave him a couple of dollars.
Delicious
But that was one of the best places, bro. We had got that place off the side of a road somewhere. We was like, boy, where this man done walk us to? But that was a good place, bro.
The best fish dish we had was when we were on the quest. We know what's that
St.
spot?
Martin.
Man.
St. Martin. Yeah, I just got a text about that. St. Martin was fine.
Same Benji.
Yeah.
Same Benji.
It ain't the same.
It's
Yes,
not
it
the
is.
same.
Bro, come on, man.
It's the same, bro.
St. Martin.
Judah cooked good, man.
And I think the fish in the Cayman Islands was good too.
He said when.
No, I'm not saying when.
Nah, Judah do cook good.
Your best meal, your best meal is collard green and
Nah, Barnabas, stop.
No, stop.
He said
Judah
curry
best
green.
meal is collard green.
Curry
I'm
green.
lying?
Barnabas, you.
Oh, you see that? Okay, all right. Judah said that.
Judah stopped being the
saying
best. Judah stopped being the best food when y'all heard the truth and stopped eating pork. Cause y'all put pork ass in everything.
Everything.
Without pork, Judah seasoning out the window.
No, it's a cold game.
Damn.
Judah been eating up
It's
all
a
them
cold
balls.
game.
Hey, look, hold up. I see a guy been eating up all them balls. You don't see that?
You know what?
You eat balls.
Yeah, all the balls of the pig.
Oh, hog maul.
Hey,
Is that what that
find
is?
it. Yo, hey, find that thing. Find that
Oh,
thing.
yes,
Find that
I've
thing.
seen that.
Find
Yes,
that thing.
yes, yes.
Boy,
They-
listen.
No.
It was a
Hold on,
bunch of
let me
Judah.
explain for Barnabas.
Yes.
What is that?
They
It's not
had
Judah.
all these. I saw the two brothers.
Yes.
They had all the,
Oh my God.
all the
Talk to
hog
Mike.
maws,
Yeah,
or the
the
balls,
balls.
and they were frying them. They were deep frying them.
Hey,
They
find
were
that thing.
frying
Find that
pig
thing. Put it up
balls.
there.
What they call
Yes.
oysters?
That's what it's
No,
called.
that's
And it
Rocky
was like
Mountain
Judah
oysters is the
was
bull.
frying pig
Yeah.
balls. Yes.
Oh my God.
Testes.
Ain't no way, boy.
They had all the little balls, and they were pink.
That's
They were
booty
pink 'cause
noodles.
They weren't
Yeah.
cooked yet.
Them
Not
booty
in Miami.
noodles.
Not in Miami.
That's not hog maul. That's booty noodles.
Gosh,
Hell
damn.
That's why they call it hog maw.
So what do you put it in?
Why do they call it hog maw?
I don't know. That's just what they call it.
Hey, I need a Judite to explain.
Yes. A Judite. Zoom in.
Zed, you should know.
You
Zoom
old.
in. Zoom in.
He said, Zed, you old.
Netchamiah, you old as hell.
He ain't never seen cotton before. He can't tell you why he called it hog maul.
Netchamiah is zoned out, bro. He act like he's not here.
Netchamiah, why they call it hog
Knowing damn well his name Willie.
He ain't had never seen cotton before. How he gonna
Hey,
tell you
somebody-
about
Why
in
is
the
it
comments.
called pig knuckles?
That's a foot.
Yeah.
Somebody
Yeah,
in
but why is
the
it
comment
called
answer.
knuckles?
Because the foot got a little.
No, there's no knuckles.
It's a
They don't have
wrist
fingers.
bone.
I don't know.
Why y'all eat the pig knuckles?
I don't know. Hey, put the booty back up there. I saw you had that there. Real quick.
Y'all see
Go
that
back.
video with Benji was like they fed Benji some pork.
Right
he was
there.
mad.
Yeah, somebody said manish water.
That's a
stay in the
stomach.
spirit.
That's a house.
Oh, so hog maws is the stomach?
No,
I don't know
hog.
what it is.
I thought that was the foot or something.
Hog maws is
No, the
nuts.
balls. The two balls.
Yeah,
I see that thing.
I
The
never knew
balls.
that. I never knew
No,
it was
I
the
didn't know
balls.
either. I didn't know.
I never
look
ate
at
that.
balls.
So wait, hog maws is pig balls?
No.
Yes
No,
or no?
That's the inside.
Let's just say hell. Let's just. He's insulted.
He's a connoisseur.
He's offended.
He's a pig booty connoisseur.
Hey, Google it, Alicia. What is hog maws? And how
I don't
is
even
it-
know if they even
is it
if it's a
spelled-
word, even a real word.
Okay, somebody
MAWS.
said hog maws are the muscles of the stomach and mountain oysters. of
Oh
the
my
scrotum.
God.
Okay,
Nigga
yeah,
calling
my
hog
husband-
maw where I'm from.
maw.
Balls is hog maws.
It's a hog maw.
Yeah, the balls.
Stomach.
That's
But-
Captain
I don't see
Shemaiah had my beans and rice.
What the hell?
what?
Yeah,
He brought the gravy.
Captain Shemaiah had her beans and rice.
Where did it come from?
I ain't like the way that
That's
shit
how I know,
sound.
Random.
My beans are right.
Jared, stay in the spirit.
That and hog head cheese.
So pork on
I'm
his
done. Change the subject. bro.
Hog head cheese.
Change the subject. Hey, cut the feed, bro.
No, that was a brother that said that.
A brother
Nah,
said that.
I know. That's why I'm saying cut the feed,
Look,
bro.
look, look, he
What the
clarified-
hell?
whoa, whoa,
The
whoa.
Franks and beans.
He clarified. He said he had my red beans. Yep.
Franks and beans.
Franks and beans.
Beans.
Franks and beans.
Damn, Cap. I'm confused, Cap.
I am so confused right now,
What
bro.
is that?
I don't know.
This guy lying, man.
Cap says, say,
Hey, Jared, man, what the hell you talking about? man?
Yeah, where you been?
Hey,
Yeah,
Jared ain't been,
hey, and where you been?
Yeah.
Jared
Where
ain't
you
been in Atlanta in like 5 years.
I see him on PSR.
and he ain't been
more
on
than
no
anything
school
else,
in
bro.
longer than that.
Nope.
No pork.
Hey, he said there was no pork in the beans and
No
rice he
beef.
gave you, Cap.
Yeah, I don't remember that, bro.
Beans and
Ain't
Winnie's.
nobody seen you
Hey,
in 5 years.
He
We
probably
can't
give me the
validate
plate.
that
I'm like,
story.
yeah, all right, all praises.
Yeah, and it's
Yep,
right there.
the generic all praises, bro.
Y'all know how I do, man.
The all praises, you just
Because I
walk
damn
away.
well know I ain't sit there and taste it in front of you. I know that.
You said it was
That Louisiana red beans.
I know that shit ain't happening.
You said, you ain't never seen me eat no beans out your hand. Nigga, I ain't never ate no beans out your hand, nigga.
hey, didn't you remember when was it David? Crazy David?
Crazy David. Yeah, you gotta say
hot
crazy.
dog took it off the grill.
No. Whoa. It wasn't the hot dog.
Yes,
man.
it was the
hot dog.
It was that
No, it was a whole steak.
It was at Pentecost.
at the barbecue.
He did the steak too.
I remember the first Pentecost I was here. We was at that one park, and he was out there flipping burgers with his hand, and Cat was like, "What the fuck?"
He was flipping burgers on the grill with his hands.
And Cat was like, take it off the grill with his hand and put it on your plate.
I was like, I'm not eating that.
And that was the end of David cooking.
Yeah, I said, no, I'm not eating that,
brother,
bro.
the
The brother
that.
literally took a damn, what you
Put it
call
on
it,
the
hamburger patty, and was like, Cap, open the bun. I said, no, you were not
Elrod.
putting nothing in no bun nowhere that involves me. Nope.
And ever since that, Cat was like,
Freaking
"Don't
Levi
let,
got
don't
nerve.
let single."
See that? See
Put
right
up
there.
a damn
Yeah,
calf
all
for
those
you.
nuts.
Let her play that, man. Play that for Judah.
Find that thing, man.
Yo, you know who put this up? Elrad's ass. It's all right. Hey, after this, we're gonna get a calf muscle for your Levi ass.
Damn.
Got you, bro.
Hey,
Crazy,
Play the
man.
sound, man.
Damn.
Hey, Judah, repent.
Mountain oysters.
Man, I ain't
Mountain
never
oysters
seen
are
that.
pig balls.
I ain't never seen that either.
No, that's the bull
What is that?
ball.
They
Well, that's bull balls.
You know,
No.
Judah started
That's
calling
pig
stuff
balls.
new.
No, the oysters are the bull.
Yeah, I'm saying Judah start calling stuff new stuff. I'm telling you, I knew
Can we
it.
get some
Hog
sound?
balls used to be the
I know.
Look at
bomb.
the face,
You
though.
know
Look at his
what's funny?
face. There's gonna be
He
some
look
good eating.
happy as hell, don't he?
You
do
want
look
some
happy.
hog maws?
You want some
Yeah.
hog
I
maws,
never ate
a coatie.
Come here. There'd be some good eating here.
You
You gonna eat
I
good?
ain't never ate no pig ball. And they used to eat hog
Hey,
head.
so wait a
cheese.
minute, Judah. Let's be honest.
What did they
Judah,
eat?
I had some.
hold on,
all the
hold on,
Judites,
hold on.
listen up.
Judah, let's be honest.
Sauce meat.
Raise your
Fudged
hand.
up, bro.
Be honest. How many of y'all ate hog maws before?
Hell no.
Hell no.
1, 2.
You so you talking all that good shit? But you don't had it too. All right.
Netramaya.
Your grandma was
Netramaya.
Jew.
All right.
Netramaya. You ain't never ate hog maws?
Lying ass.
That man from Ohio.
You lying.
Why you
your
offended?
lying ass.
Why are you offended? Why you look so offended?
Everybody come
Zed,
to choose.
Zed,
Don't remember what
Zed,
they was
be
eating.
honest. Elisha, be
Zed
honest.
is proper. Nah,
He from Atlanta.
I don't know what that
I don't
is.
know.
Kelly, what about you?
Hey, play the thing, man. Play
Look
the
at
thing.
Ken. Look at.
Hog head
Stop, Kelly.
cheese.
You eat that boys, man. You
Stop lying, bro.
Some
Play the
hog
thing, man.
head cheese.
Oh my God.
You don't know what these is. Come on. You don't know. Hey, you ain't country. You don't know what these is.
I don't know what
Hey,
that is.
comment like you eating balls, right?
Nope.
You country, right?
from Savannah, never ate that, Carmelo?
Nope.
Come on, stop,
Nope.
man.
I done ate a raccoon. I done ate a rabbit. I done ate.
Oh,
I ain't-
Raccoon, bro?
with the eyes.
You eat raccoon?
I have eaten raccoon before.
And what?
Was that before the
How
truth?
you
Before the truth.
What you eat it like with rice?
Gotta clarify.
It was like
Don't talk about no food with her thing.
it was
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She,
No, okay.
Yeah, she started salivating. Is it over rice?
like it was
What kind of gravy do you put on it?
it was damn it was like damn
What kind of vegetables
it
go
was
with it?
stewed down, just his whole little body just stewed down.
Oh my
Can't
God.
eat him.
Stop.
All praises for repentance.
Yeah.
Boy.
Lord.
For y'all
We,
liars,
yeah,
right
we,
there.
yeah, we used to eat some filth, man.
We used to shoot them and sell them.
Hey,
Damn.
my red
You
lobster.
gonna eat it?
Shoot a shot of raccoon.
Shoot them and shot a few of them. Shoot them and sell them.
Nick was so
Yeah.
saddened the fact that you shot the raccoon.
Bro.
Somebody shot your
What about
cow.
what about deer? What about sheep? Why you go
We
to
was
raccoon?
bro, we was too little to shoot a deer. We was probably I probably was 10 max. But you know, we had woods and stuff around our house, and we had pellet guns, and you catch them in the head,
That's it.
you stun them enough to shoot him a couple more times, and then you take them to the top of the
All
road.
right, bro.
Skill.
Man, boy.
It's
You
disgusting.
get queasy cat?
It's disgusting.
Man, a wild outdoorsman now.
Not to eat. If it's not to eat. You talking about you take him upstairs and skin him and eat raccoon ass. I want to hear that.
I said we would sell them.
You eat it too.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
Hey, let me show you something.
Manish water.
Look up This is why the
Hey,
Lord
spirit
this is
cat.
why the Lord said.
Manishwa, that's good.
Hey,
It's
nuts.
lawful.
Make it
It's lawful.
strong.
Hey, look up diseases you get from bear meat.
Damn, yeah.
I think it's called trichinosis.
That come from pigs too.
Listen, I'm gonna say this. This is why the Lord said, "Don't eat these unclean foods." There are parasites in these foods that will literally kill you.
The whole in-
Now, trichinosis. Trichinosis.
No. Trichinosis.
Trichinosis.
It's the same thing.
Read that. So it's in pork. It's in some of these scavengers like raccoon and stuff. So
Possum.
read it real quick.
Yeah, we had to get one.
Sir.
Look up the effects of trichinosis, like what it does to you, because that's just telling us you get it from undercooked meat. Here's the point. I saw this interview with he was a bodybuilder that's not a bodybuilder. It was some outdoorsmen, like 10 men went hunting and they killed a bear. So what happened was, I think the show was like I Almost Died or something like that.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
They killed a bear. So it was getting close to dark and they had to get out of there, whatever. So they say, you know what? It's their tradition when they kill an animal, they eat some of it there. So they began to cook it, and they didn't cook it thoroughly because it was getting dark, so they had to leave. So they said, they just ate it real quick.
Damn.
Like everyone that ate it literally almost died because of trichinosis.
It's the worms. Yeah.
Read it.
It says, what effects do you get from trichinosis? Headaches, fevers, chills, cough, swelling of the face and eyes, aching joints and muscle pains, itchy skin, diarrhea, or constipation may follow the first symptom.
Oh, that's just the first symptoms. Damn. That's just how it starts. Because the dude said he could not get up. He was like laying in bed. Finally, I guess he finally made it out of bed, and he couldn't make it to the doctor and stuff. He finally made it to the hospital, and he could not explain what he was going through. Because the doctor was like, they tested him. They said, we don't know what this is. So happens, they gave him medicine. It did nothing for him. It only got worse. So he ends up calling the guys he went hunting with. He's like, hey, man, I'm going through this, that, and the third. Are y'all experiencing any of this? There was only one of them out of their hunting party that did not eat the meat because he said it was undercooked. He's the only one that was fully healthy. All of them was like bedridden. Yeah, bro.
Parasite.
Hey, finish read that. Where did it go? Go ahead.
If the infection is heavy, patients may experience difficulty coordinating movements and have heart and breathing problems.
You have heart problems.
Damn.
It says the acid in the stomach dissolves the hard covering and sits over the larva that makes the worms come out.
Yes.
In your intestines.
Yes.
Yeah, we had to get pinworm de-infected when we was little.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's why the Lord said, don't eat that stuff, man. You can't eat this unclean food. And let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go to Leviticus 11, man. This is what the Lord said. Now, this wasn't planned, but since we talk about raccoon ass and pig balls,
Hey, that's what make PSR.
some people may be listening that don't know.
The things that
There's things. The Lord creates certain parasites in these animals to break down dead. It's really to break down dead carcasses because they're scavengers. If there's a dead carcass, a raccoon is going to eat from it. A pig is going to eat from it. A bear is going to eat from it. A vulture is going to eat from it. A coyote is going to eat from it. These are things we're not supposed to eat, and they will be fine because of the parasites and the worms and the infestations in their body breaks down all that stuff. Start at verse 11 and start at verse 2.
Yes, sir. Leviticus chapter 11, verse 2. Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, these are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth. Whatsoever parteth the hoof, and is cloven-footed, and cheweth the cud among the beasts, that shall ye eat.
Okay.
Nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the hoof, as the camel, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof. He is unclean unto you. And the coney.
Jump down to the 6.
Verse 6. And the hare.
The
because
rabbit.
he
Now the rabbit is very common. Especially in the South. And when you watch a lot of these videos about like homesteading, having a farm or prepping, people always have rabbits. They repopulate very fast. They're a good source of meat. No, God said don't eat them. There's something in that rabbit that is not supposed to go into us.
Right.
I don't give a damn how you cook it, what you think about it. God says don't eat it.
Right.
It serves a purpose, and the purpose is according to his will, not according to our own. So you got these wicked ass Christians talking about all you got to do is pray over it. That's why we suffer so many health issues.
Yep.
And they don't see it.
And they don't see it, Cap. They don't see it. Go ahead.
Verse 6.
Verse 7.
Verse 7. And the swine, though he divide the hoof.
Hog maws.
And be
pig balls.
No, read it again.
Yes, sir. And the swine.
The hog maws.
And the swine.
And the pig knuckles.
And the swine.
The chitlins.
And the swine.
The pig booty.
And the swine.
From the rooter to the tutor.
And the swine.
God says, and that nasty ass pig. Go ahead.
Though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
So he's unclean to you. Go ahead.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat.
And you know what's crazy? That's so clear. Is that not clear? Of their flesh shall ye not eat.
Right.
What is the confusion about that? God clearly says don't eat this. But for some reason, the black man, there's two things that's the black man's kryptonite.
Pig booty.
Weakens the black man and white women. Pig ass and white women.
Pig booty. That's the same thing. And pig
Same thing. Yeah, same color.
Same thing.
You know what's funny? That there's that movie Gangs of New York. You remember the butcher? It's an old movie.
The butcher.
Remember the butcher was cutting up the pig body when he was sharpening his knife, showing him how to fight. He said, he said the pig is the closest animal's carcass to man's flesh. So he was cutting up the pig, and he's cutting up the pig, and the pig looked just like him because he had no shirt on. Oh shit! I was confused.
Breaking him down.
He cut himself.
Breaking him
Mutilation.
down.
He's killing his mama. Oh shit!
Pork chop.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, and then people make excuses. Oh, that's I don't make enough money. That's the cheap meat. Nah, go vegan, man.
Hey, and guess what? Esau's so crafty. He gonna make the one that's gonna put you in sin.
Oh,
the
cheapest.
cheapest.
The bacon bits.
He make it the cheapest.
It's in everything.
They put bacon in everything.
Man, it's some pork.
everything.
It's some pork in everything. Some gelatin.
They got a pork. They got a pork. They got
medicine, all that.
a bacon milkshake.
You don't even know it's there. Man, we had bought
bacon
some
milkshake.
They got a bacon
That's
milkshake.
disgusting. We had bought some chicken skins. And then we read the packet on the chicken skin. I'm eating them. I'm like, these chicken skins. Look at the back. May contain lard. I'm like, you mother.
No.
To get the flavor.
Right.
That happened to me.
I was like,
That's the crackling bacon.
That's not the one you bought from Israel, is it?
That's what I'm saying.
Not the ones that they. The ones we done found the right ones now. But it was.
Which ones?
The ones that's in the see-through pack that everybody eat now.
Yeah, the red, blue. Yeah. Okay.
The other one, it was another brand. They in another. Man, I like, oh man, yeah, they pretty straight. As soon as this seed may contain, like your stomach just start hurting automatic.
But you have to read that stuff because one of my favorite sausages from Sam's Club, huge pack chicken.
The casing. The casing. Yeah, Sam's is famous about that. The casing.
Like why? Like
why?
And then you know what? I had been buying them for a while, and I never even considered because they're chicken. Why would you wrap it in pork casing? It was one of the babies here when we were at Tappa. She was like, "Sis, this wrapped in pork." We just
broke your
heart.
Hey.
6 packs in the garbage.
So that's also the case when you go out to restaurants.
Yep.
Like this is really some.
So you
don't know. This is why
Kim's.
we have to go to the Lord.
Right.
You have to, because, for instance, though we can say overtly, yes, that it says it on the pack that the chicken sausage has pork casing, but like you made mention, there's some toothpaste. There's somebody wrote there in gum, medication. Like,
and most of us are not looking
when
at
God's
the
let's go to Ezekiel 4. Let's go to Ezekiel 4. Here's what God said. This is why we have to start trusting in what the Lord has said. Because if we go off our own understanding or the strength of our own arm, we're gonna be jacked up. God says it, so we better believe it. So I know a lot of brothers be like, oh, you can't eat this, you can't eat that. Well, then guess what? It's not only we can't eat this, you can't use certain household products, you can't use hygiene products. It goes a very long way. If you want to open up these can of worms, it's going to go a very long way. This is why we have to trust in the Lord. We have to say, okay, we know this is pork. Okay, we're not going to eat it.
Right.
We used to on feast day, we used to go buy the food on feast days when we first started in your house. So we would go buy things to shop for our wives to cook. We didn't even know about preparing before. We was young. So we would go to the store and like buy pizzas. Remember the time we went to the store? We was going to get all these oven pizzas. And we looked at the thing. We just happened to look. It was ground beef on top. It said, I think it was like fried and cooked in pig lard or something, pork lard, something crazy like that. So when you first come in the truth, you'll be in the supermarket for 3 hours.
Yeah, just
for
reading
10 items because you're Googling and reading every ingredient. Like the Sabbath about to come in.
You late.
Like,
all you got was a bag of lettuce.
You can't even buy nothing now. You just gotta leave the store empty-handed because you was in there reading labels for 3 hours.
Hey, remember Cap found out his favorite ice cream? That crushed his soul.
No. But I found out it was vegetable.
Vegetable, yeah.
Oh, you was happy?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hey, if any of y'all ever contacted a company to find out if their gelatin is vegetable or beef or whatever,
I did that.
I did that. Hey, type that on the chat.
I think,
type it on the
was
chat.
Lecithin, something like that, or xanthan gum.
Xanthan gum.
Man,
no, it was gelatin. It just said gelatin on it. So I'm like, damn, gelatin is
I know
pork.
exactly.
So I called the company. It's not it's vegetable gelatin.
Right.
And
then here's the thing. See, that just appeases our spirit. When he hang up, he like, shoot, that's pig ass. I was just fooling.
Because you asked for pork. He said, no, it ain't pork. Keep using my product.
No, that ain't pork.
So we like, yeah, Mr. White Man. Okay, I take your word for it.
Hey, because I know
we don't know. We don't know.
The cold one that got me was the golden bears, the gummy bears.
Oh yeah, you gotta have the turkey ones.
I don't trust that shit either.
Turkey.
I don't trust it either.
They trust it either.
Yeah, right.
The Lord sent us here to be nourished.
Right.
That does not mean to willfully break His commandments by ordering regular bacon and pork chops. No, that's not saying that. We do the best we can. That's why sometimes we say we keep the commandments to the best of our ability.
Right.
There's camps that are like, oh, it doesn't say to the best of our ability. Well, here's the thing. There's things you could be using or eating that's unclean, dyes and artificial flavors.
That you don't know where it
because and I say that because the FDA approves a certain amount of insects in your grain, in your rice, in your flour. It's all ground up. So if you say, okay, I'm going vegan, you buy flour, there's unclean insects mixed in with that flour because they allow a certain level of insects to be in your food.
Let me crush everybody.
Hope everybody understands
that. Let me crush everybody.
I don't eat bread because of you.
So a friend of mine, I knew somebody.
Bruh, are we all gonna be vegan after this?
Yes.
Stop. No, I'm good.
Yes.
Nah, we good. We good. Nah, we good.
He's like, don't tell me. Let me remain ignorant. If a man be ignorant, let him be ignorant.
Damn.
Don't tell me. Hey, listen, there's a bunch of these Jews in Atlanta. They got these horror stories over food. You will literally just drink water for the rest of your life. Then when you're drinking the water, they say, oh, the HP is off. That water is wrong. You're like, what the hell am I going to do?
It's going to blow your kidneys out.
Yeah,
look, I'm going to say it like this.
Just die.
What you said about the FDA and the allowable amount of whether it be bugs, insects. Somebody I knew worked for Starbucks where they used to make the syrups like the caramels and he said that was like when they get down to the bottom and have to clean the vats. He was like, it used to always be bugs, lizards, all that kind of stuff in the because they're attracted to the sugar.
I'm good.
And they were like that. There's an allowable there's an allowable.
So then they have
I don't even drink Starbucks.
So they get trapped.
Dasani and Coke, but it was
that's a death trap too.
But it was an enclosed tank. Y'all didn't, they didn't have an enclosed tank?
This is what the person told me who worked there. Like, it used to be bugs and lizards in the vats with the...
Oh, man. It's probably open.
But you...
Hey, them things find a way in there. You
they find a way in your house.
They find a way in.
Yo, went in your cabinet and seen a bunch of ants just crawling around eating stuff.
Bro.
Same thing.
Yep.
Bro.
Damn. What's that say?
Bro.
Damn.
What's that? Oh, go ahead. Read that.
It says,
oh, yeah. Go ahead. Read that. Yep.
allowable amount of insects in food per 100 grams. The FDA allows either 10 fly eggs, 5 fly eggs, and 1 maggot, or 2 maggots in most tomato products.
Now we're reading this, right? Do you think the white man is really gonna count 10 fly eggs?
Right. Per 100 grams.
Hell no. Right.
He's like, is it the whole fly?
Hey.
No.
And do you know?
Let's go with it.
No, I'm gonna tell you what they do.
Good.
They take a little sample and they find out how many
chemicals.
Yeah, they probably do it hourly or every so often.
Controlled.
Hey.
So they say.
That's what we do.
Hey,
Take a
watch
little
this.
sample.
Watch this.
Just check the whole batch.
When you go to the store, like when you go to the store to buy like a fish sandwich, put in this name, swai.
Oh, swai.
Oh, that's fish.
SWAI.
He's
It
like
ain't
What
a
is
real.
that
shark.
fish? What is that
He's
fish?
like a shark
It's a
hybrid.
catfish or
That's
something.
catfish.
Yeah, it's like a
Wow.
That's
hybrid
catfish,
something.
but they tell you that swai
Yeah, I'll eat
is
it.
lawful. That's what they tell you.
That thing ain't lawful.
Oh,
You know what I'm
really?
saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So
See,
when
I
you go
always
there and
thought it
ask
was-
them
it's
if it's
Asian
catfish, they said
catfish.
no.
It's an Asian
But
catfish.
it's catfish.
Hey, what's Barnabas? Because we were talking about what's that Long John Silver? What they use?
Cards.
Nope.
No,
Pollock.
Yeah.
Oh, I
it's
thought they used
unclean.
card.
Why? It's like a
What is pollock though?
What is
pollock?
Pollock is lawful.
Bruh. Man, we
I'm
around
talking about
here.
Long John
Put in
Silver.
pollock.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't trust. I don't trust.
Pollock.
I don't eat Long John.
Because sometimes sawfish,
Nothing
some
in-
some sawfish brands is
Pollock.
pollock.
Nothing
It's
in
pollock.
John. Nothing near Long John. I don't
It's
eat
clean.
it. Okay. Nothing Long John. We don't eat
Right,
Long
Long
John.
John.
Man, you don't eat that. No more John.
No,
I don't eat that. I
John.
just heard.
Pollock is cool.
Pollock is-
You know another one that's clean but bad for you?
What's that?
Tilapia. I did a report when I was in
We
school.
don't, I don't eat
Yeah.
tilapia.
Let's not talk
tilapia.
about that. Let's not talk about
No.
that.
Don't
like
that
tilapia?
gets us
I
go.
don't eat tilapia.
Let's not.
Hey,
Hey, cap.
When
Let's
I'm
not-
dying,
Cap.
I'm not eating
Cap.
it. Okay.
Let's not talk about
Okay. All right.
Cap about to go in on a tilapia,
Cap
man.
about to go in. Right now.
Okay. I'm sorry.
But you know
I'm not
what it made
eating
me
no
think of?
tilapia.
Not the tilapia, but I remember a few years back when we were at a Tabernacles and a class was coming out and Captain RA said, you just got to remember everything here is defiled.
Yeah.
The green that you see is not green.
Right.
Everything here
True
is
green.
there's a darkness here, so everything's bad.
Yeah,
We're not going to see anything for what it is until we possibly get the kingdom.
Hey, and here's the thing.
that stuck with me.
We that goes right back to when we used to call the companies or email them asking if this is pork gelatin or whatever. It's the same thing with Esau's organic.
Yeah.
Esau tells you it's organic, and you're like, oh, I believe him.
Yeah, but
Right.
they use the
Still
feces.
defiled.
They
Yeah,
use the
exactly,
feces
yes.
from the pig.
Oh, God.
So
You know what I'm saying? Do like your what do you call it again? Your cabbage, your name it. Just
yeah,
name it.
how you think it
Lettuce,
get E.
cucumber.
coli
Lettuce,
on it?
cucumber,
Yeah.
all that
Tomatoes.
stuff.
Hey.
That's what they do.
Oh,
Hey,
In North Carolina, they've been doing it right now.
Hey, I know you said not
Somebody
to,
said
Cap.
swai fish is good.
No.
I don't eat
We
swine.
We just read
For
it's a
you.
type of
For
catfish.
you,
Damn.
it is good, but for us, it ain't good.
No good.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you.
saying?
I know
Crazy.
Captain Shemaiah said don't talk about it, but
Talk about it, Cap.
I gotta bring it up.
Talk about it, Cap.
They had a series where they were showing
Tilapia, right?
tilapia.
Yeah.
See,
You gotta clean the tank,
all right.
and that
All
joker
right, Cap said, all right. Hey,
was
Cap said, all right.
cleaning. Hey, they said they were selling after the fish got done eating and cleaning everything.
Yeah.
That fish was taken and sold.
Damn.
So you eating this? Man, I'm good, bro.
Hey, did we read the scripture?
Cap, come on, Cap. Cap,
Don't do the
confession,
Cap
Cap.
like
Because
Cap,
here's
come
the
on,
thing.
Cap.
Here's the thing.
Confession, yeah.
Here's the thing. We're talking about lawful and unlawful.
Right. I just don't.
Your personal preference is one thing,
Right.
but to on the platform act as though it's unlawful. There's a lot of souls in here that's going to
Tilapia
be
is clean.
It's going to be affected by that. And they're going to say, "Oh, we can't." And they're going to start a whole doctrine, and we can't prove it scripturally.
No,
So
listen, I never said they must eat it because scaling it.
Right.
But I'm not eating it.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
that's what I'm
so
saying.
you got.
I never
you gotta
tell
be
you.
clear about
Yeah,
that.
that's
I never
right.
tell
I'm
you
trying to
not
get
to
there.
eat it.
Right.
I'm not eating it.
Right.
Why?
I just
I'm
know
not
how
eating
they're
it.
fed. I just know how they're fed, and you
know
are
I'm
what
saying?
you eat.
You know what I'm saying? For real.
Right.
So don't be mad. Don't
Cool.
stop eating. I know many of y'all have plenty in the fridge right now.
And
Eat
it's
it.
cheap too.
It's cheap as hell.
Right. They make tilapia real cheap.
That's what the Lord
Yeah.
said. Most High say the land ain't gonna yield no
See,
strength.
somebody
to
said,
Esau.
"Doesn't tilapia have scales?"
Yeah. Yes.
So what I'm
It
saying
does.
is, if you don't- if you don't
But
say
I'm
it
not
right,
gonna eat it. That's it.
Y'all gotta be
So I'm
clear.
just saying. Yeah. Where's the cap? Go clear up there. Yeah, clear
That's
it
it.
up.
What about Snapper? Love Snapper.
Don't try to change the subject now.
No, that's what they asked. That's what they asked.
Yeah, we want to talk about Snapper. don't mention Snapper. Remember,
But
he
then,
got offended. Remember, he got offended because we said Atlanta only makes salmon.
Particular palates.
And you know,
I
it's
didn't
a
like that
study
thing
that
yesterday.
says
I'm saying
that snapper not really snapper.
Shout out to
Stop.
shout out to the Benji officer and Officer Rosh.
Sis, hold
Cap
on.
said he ain't like that.
I got it because I'm about to be offended. Why? What happened? What is that?
No, because they say
Who's they? Who's they?
Because red snapper is one of the most expensive.
No, who is they?
But you know,
Who is
study,
they?
Well,
They.
What study?
Them.
Where?
Who said it?
Who said it?
Where?
If it's real, officer could pull it up.
Is the white man in your
said it.
brain? Is the white man in your
Google.
Google.
Stop.
Google told
Because
you what? What did Google
everybody
tell
love
you?
red snapper, but most of the time when you get red snapper, it's not red snapper. It's
Who
other
told you that?
snappers.
Who told you that?
It's perch.
Lord,
You did your own study?
So you
It's
say
a
there's
red
other
perch.
snapper.
Yeah, there's,
Okay.
there's yellow
Oh,
snapper,
right,
pink
absolutely.
snapper.
mangrove.
So you don't
Yeah.
realize it's not red when you get it?
Well, no, because they market it as red snapper because they look
Oh, so you buy like the
similar.
fillets or
Yeah,
something.
when you buy
Benji
the
don't do
fillet.
that. We get the
Yeah,
whole
you
fish,
get the
so
whole
we can
fish
tell.
with the head on, so you can
Yeah,
see. But the
yeah.
average individual doesn't because they
You
don't
mean
even
the
know how to
average
cut.
Jew?
Average
Guess
Judite.
what? The average
Yeah.
Judite.
I'ma tell you.
Judites like fish sticks.
Right.
Yeah,
You
they
don't
like
know.
fish.
Look,
Y'all like fish portions.
If you don't know the
right.
difference, somebody could sell you a red
Yeah.
perch
Gordon
and
is
tell
right.
you it's a
Yeah,
snapper. If you don't know the
yeah,
difference, somebody say this is a red snapper, it'll be a red perch,
Right.
and you be like, oh yeah, because they red.
And it costs more, so you'll buy it, but you won't know. But again, that usually don't happen to Benji or Levi.
Benji say, you look at the eyes, look upon the eyes.
I want to look that fish in the eyes
Look upon the eyes.
to know it's
Look at
real.
it. Look at it, T.
Yeah.
Yes,
You
sir.
think you
Soft
bought
red
red snapper?
Soft red snapper.
Don't be so sure.
Don't be
Hey,
so
that just, hey, you know, and it just goes right back to Esau, man.
Nigga hell.
Esau give us hell.
But that
man.
nigga hell, boy.
Esau has a season carved out.
Yeah, man.
That's a
Where
real red snapper
it's
right there.
It's
That's
usually
real snapper right there.
usually between
30 days.
June and July, and somewhere in the end of July,
30 days.
that they allow you to catch large red snapper.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's the end of, when it's
If-
cooling down.
If it's not that short window, all of them that's big, you got to throw them suckers back. You have
Yeah, that happened. Yeah.
you have no say so, because if that whether it be Ranger, what is it called?
Park Ranger?
No, not Park Ranger.
Fish and Wild Game?
Yeah,
game
fishing
warden,
game.
fish and wild game, or game
Fish and
wardens.
wildlife,
Okay.
yeah.
Bruh,
You
they
find
will
you.
confiscate
fine.
your car. If it depends.
Your
Let's say
car? I didn't
Because
know
of a
that.
fish.
Oh.
They going to see what
They
you got in the trunk.
coming to you.
They going to the
Listen.
cooler, take the boat.
they will look and they start counting how many you have. Once it gets to a certain number, then the fine becomes larger, and then they can start confiscating things.
Yep.
Same thing in hunting. They do the same thing in hunting. Listen, Esau
Wow.
took over the ocean.
Yep. Literally.
Yeah, literally.
We always look at, he took over the land or whatever. No,
He took over everything.
he took
Everything.
over
Everything.
everything.
He covered all the bases.
She got all bases covered.
That's why now when they say, China has vessels training off the coast of, and Russia got vessels training off the coast of Alaska, they've entered American waters, or you've entered Russian waters.
Yeah.
They're claiming the water too.
Airspace.
It ain't
remember.
just the
Never
land,
gave
bro.
that.
Hey,
Wow.
listen, as what Cap said is real, because me and Captain Yudan, we go to, when I was in Texas the last time, we go fish. And that guard, he wait on us until we get out.
Yes.
And the brother have to pay more than $500 with a fine for those fish. The fish what we're not supposed to. Yeah, for real.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that really that
bro,
happened
listen,
to y'all.
listen. How dangerous that man is. He help us. In reach
Offload.
our everything. I told him was good. Yo,
Wait. So he helped you offload y'all stuff?
everything.
I saw a video where Esau did that to somebody.
This one is good, yo.
Oh, y'all thought y'all had a good Edomite.
That's a good Captain Carly.
It's a video.
Captain Carly, man. Yo, that brother, the brother, that cop is dangerous, boy.
He
He
help
just
you,
soft
eh?
and nice, but the ticket was there.
It's
I'm
fishing.
sure it was, yeah.
It's a video where it's some Edomites, they fishing, and I don't know what maybe it was like getting too close to dark or whatever it was, and they fishing. and the police ride up on his boat just like them. And you know, it's still, he like, I got one, last fish. He pull it in the boat. Esau said, so you want that fine now or when you get back to the docks?
Damn.
He's just sitting there waiting on him. He like rooting him on. As soon as he got that fish in the boat, you want that fine now or when you get to the docks? Go like, man, come on.
And you know what? That's something that I think we stress a lot, I guess, behind the scenes. Listen, Esau is not playing with us. So we like to do things that require licenses, that require permits, and we like to do it without those things.
Right.
Esau thrives off of that.
Yep.
Like he lives for that. Oh, you want to build this? Okay, no problem. Go ahead. Until you see the stop work notice on your window.
Yep.
We know about that here in Atlanta.
Yep. Right.
Or you go hunting on public land without the, you because on public land you can't bait deer, like leave corn out. You can't do that. Yeah, you want to get the prize buck, so you throw a little something down. Esau will watch you do it, wait for you to get the deer, then find you and confiscate your truck.
Yep.
Oh, like the spotlighting?
Or you can't hunt at night because if you can't hunt from a motorized vehicle, you can't spotlight because deer stop in lights. So because it's an unfair advantage for the hunter.
Dang, nigga.
Bruh.
That's a deer.
Esau?
He is a cunning
Esau
missile.
something else.
Esau want the thrill. I don't want you to stop. I want you to run. I want to smell your urine upon the ground.
Esau killed all Gad's buffalo.
It stood on the
Then
bones.
now tell you need a license to go hunt something.
Yeah.
You see how evil these mofos is evil, man.
Damn.
They evil as hell. Evil as hell.
I know some white
Evil as
boys
hell.
in Florida got fined for doing that. They riding down, they hit them with that big, the handheld spotlight, and they stop and they just pah.
Yep.
And that's how I found out you get a fine for that, because them boy got fined for spotlighting deer. I was like, what the hell is spotlighting a deer?
Yep.
I'm 19. I don't know nothing about spotlighting no
You gotta
damn
know
deer.
so much rules to do
do.
any and everything here.
Bro, the Lord say one of all things you're gonna serve this man.
Meanwhile, he broke them all to get what he got.
Right.
Esau broke every
dangerous,
law
boy.
to get what he got here.
Yeah.
And then set up all kinds of laws for you.
us.
And then when you set up something new, he railroad you into. You be like, oh, I ain't even thought about that. That's a good play. He gonna lock you up on this one too. Retro pay.
Retro pay. Damn.
Right. Damn. So y'all
White
learned
man is the
y'all learned something new
It's
today
not
on
lying.
PSR,
It's
man.
not
Y'all learned
lying.
something new.
Always
So,
something on PSR.
so one last thing on that. So if the game warden, now I'm gonna say this, the game warden has all jurisdiction.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, they like the feds.
If investigating something, he can come onto your property. You have no say so. If he thinks you hunted something or trapped something or caught something out of season and he has suspicion that it's, let's say, at your residence, he'll go to your property, fenced off or whatever, he don't care, and start to investigate on your property.
No warrant, no nothing.
Nothing.
You know what I said?
Because you remember, like,
look up game warden jurisdiction.
Right.
Because Cat, was it
Look, read it.
Game warden jurisdiction. Powers of game wardens. Generally, game wardens shall have the power and authority to enforce all state laws on all property owned or controlled by the department. 2, to enforce all state laws pertaining to functions assigned to the department. And 3, to enforce any state law when the violation.
Because you remember when we trying to let them get there, what it was, Tabernacles, and the
you was talking to him, yeah.
bro, them boys scrap like the feds. You like, bro, and they tell you they have that jurisdiction. I think because Officer Matthias said he was applying to them one time or something like that, and he was like it's like they die out. They don't retire from that job. Like they die out from that job. Like, because that is like fed money. Like it's not like, oh, you getting. Them boys can do whatever they want to do.
Yep.
3, to enforce any state law when the violation of that law is committed in conjunction with the violation of a state law pertaining to functions assigned to the department. 4, to enforce any state law when ordered to do so by the governor or to protect any life or property when the circumstances demand action.
So they answer to the governor.
Right, they do it. That's what he said. They can enforce
to the
any
governor.
state law.
Yes.
Them boys, the Fed. Well, you think you?
Well, you speeding.
Oh boy,
Oh, you ain't no deal.
let the game. I spotlighted me a nigga.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yep.
Game warden is no joke, and when they start hitting you with them fines, the reason why they could confiscate your vehicle is because you transported whatever it is in that vehicle.
Yep.
So if there's like a blood trail in
there
there
it is
from
right
the deer, go ahead. Oh yeah, go ahead.
It says, why are game wardens so powerful? Wardens.
Look, that's the question.
Damn.
You gotta look at the question. You gotta look at
My
the question
God.
somebody asked. That means the warden took all their shit.
Right, like somebody else.
And they looked up,
And there was no
how does this
recourse. There
mofo
was
have
no
all this
recourse.
power? Go ahead.
It says wardens may be empowered to impound vehicles or weapons used for illegal harvesting and to seize fish or game taken illegally.
Go ahead.
With powers of search and seizure that exceed those of most law enforcement officers.
Stop it.
Exceed.
Stop it.
Exceed.
You tell a police officer you can't search my stuff without a warrant.
Not the
Not
warden.
the game
Cannot do
warden.
that with a game warden, bro.
Unbelievable.
You can't do that.
Hey, Esau hire his players. You looking at? You ain't thinking about the game warden.
Yeah,
The
no.
I'm
And
telling
like-
you.
game warden, the man. He like the. He like a major piece on the board.
You know what's fun? We want to finish, but I never paid attention to DOT until y'all started trucking.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
That thing is crazy.
Until
They assholes.
because they don't
Pardon me.
they don't deal
Right.
with regular commuters.
Right.
So when y'all started trucking and telling us about DOT, I started noticing these
everywhere.
SUVs blacked
yeah.
out.
Yes,
I'm
yes,
like,
yes, yes.
oh, that's what they talking about.
That's them
They
boys,
sit
bro.
strategically.
Yeah.
Skip a scale station. They'll be right
They be
behind you.
waiting.
They right behind you.
Bro, they on overpasses right at the
Yes.
end of the. You be
Yep.
like, what are
Yep.
the boys
And you-
everywhere?
So until it's the same thing with this. Until I started getting into hunting and fishing with these brothers, I didn't know nothing about the game warden. Started to look into it. Yo, he has more power than your local police.
Everybody think they see
And the
Hey,
sheriff.
People think they seeing Bigfoot. It's the
Damn.
damn game warden.
Game warden. And
nigga out
there's a show I think it's called Game Wardens, or maybe like do that one of them Alaska shows. They'll be mad far watching you on binoculars. And now, shout out to I just sent a video to Officer Ezra. They now use drones.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, they been doing. Oh yeah.
So they have.
drones.
So you'll be out on the lake thinking you by yourself. You don't see nothing.
Because you know what it is.
Casting.
It,
The drone is
Counting for you.
the drone just looking at you. Everything you bringing in.
Wow.
The
And then he goes and waits for
Hey,
you.
somebody said DOT is the beast in Revelation.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, bro.
And there's levels to their
Damn.
inspections. They
Yeah.
can do.
Hey.
that-
So I
that
say
happened to
Esau
me.
hide his pieces. You sitting
Yeah,
around
that-
worried about a city cop, but it's somebody in a SUV sitting on the overpass, a dude
Right.
in, or a nigga in the woods with a brown
Chewing
hat on.
snuff.
Smokey the Bear.
He just in the woods. He like, so you know you caught 22 of those.
Yep.
The limit's 20.
I've seen them. The dude caught fish. He loaded up the buckets in his truck. He got in it and started it. The game warden drove up
Wow.
and confiscated his vehicle because he was going to transport because he caught those fish. He didn't have a license. Yeah,
You
them
know
dudes
what?
is
I
Esau is another level devil, man.
Our only recourse is to keep the commandments.
That's it.
'Cause
That's
anything
it.
outside of that, Jesus.
Hey, listen,
He a done deal like that.
we be trying to save a couple dollars by not getting this and not getting that. We'll
Shit.
pay.
You
a
be
lot.
like, man, that
Better
ain't
get
nothing
it.
but old
Keep
man's
the
fish, man. I'm
commandments.
finna
Yep.
go catch this fish.
Man,
in
take
the
your
woods.
little punk ass fish back. Nah. It's
dead.
yours now.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's your
Yeah, yeah,
fish
yeah.
along with
500.
this fine.
Along with this fine.
Look at her. Told you he in the woods. You out there thinking you doing
Yep.
something. He right
Hey,
out there.
You see that
See?
right there? They going
And
back
body
to,
armor. Look at
going
him.
back to what you said, Cap. That's I'm not sure if y'all ever seen that movie. I mean the show where they do the illegal liquor up here in Tennessee.
Moonshiner.
Moonshiners. That's some guys.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they walk around fine.
Yo,
He
ass.
sheriff's in the holler.
Yeah.
He almost found my cook.
You ever seen
Yeah,
them? You ever
man.
seen them harvest truffles in
Yeah.
Oh,
Carolinas?
with the
Yes.
pig and
Yep.
they use the dogs. I mean,
And to smell them out and they dig them up. Truffles is
Worth money.
expensive.
yeah, they
mad
expensive.
expensive.
Some weird mushroom, underground mushroom.
So they looking out for the law too, because the law be looking for them.
That and ginger. Now they been getting the whole thing. Is it ginseng?
Ginseng.
The
Yeah, they
Chinese
was looking
ginseng.
for the they've been finding them in the mountains in Carolina too. That damn ginseng.
It's
They said that-
expensive.
Hey, they running from
It's a
the
whole
law with a
hustle.
whole car full of ginseng. The sheriff on me, he was on me. We had about 30 pounds of gin. I'm like, yeah, ginseng, we gonna get you with that.
Oh, go ahead. Wait, what we reading?
it,
The wardens? Oh, read that too.
Damn, there's a lot on this.
Damn, I'm trying to tell y'all something, man.
What
It says, how much authority do game wardens have? Most people think game wardens exclusively deal with wildlife laws and spend most of their days simply checking fishing licenses or inspecting deer harvests. While these are some of their main duties, the fact is that in most states, game wardens are considered full law enforcement officers with the ability to enforce all state laws. For example, it's not uncommon for wardens to bust someone for driving a motor vehicle or boat under the influence of alcohol. They also regularly make arrests of people who are in possession of narcotics. They can and will pull you over if they catch you speeding, and yes, they can write citations for it.
Listen,
Chest piece.
That's the Terminator.
I'm telling you. And here's the
Know
thing.
that.
You can't tell them you can't search my vehicle.
Right.
Because they.
How you think they find the
exceed.
narcotics?
Wow.
They have jurisdiction over the police. They don't need
Without
a
a
warrant.
warrant.
I'm trying to listen.
The feds.
He saw another level devil, man.
You gonna learn today.
You ain't getting away.
All right, that's enough about the game wardens. This brother looking at more
That ain't
stuff.
crazy.
He like, look, he like, shoot.
Wait, I'm in awe.
Hey, boy, a fishing rod is a dangerous thing, boy. He like, boy, I see you got an open reel there.
that little $5 fishing license at Walmart for the day. You better go get it.
Go get it. Yeah.
You better go get it. It's worth it,
Yeah,
man.
it's only $5.
That's it
$5,
for the day.
$10
Yeah, for the day it's $5, and then you get the one for the year for like $50 or something, $40, something
Cap,
like
you
that.
got everybody traumatized by the DOT.
Yes,
DOT. One time,
Yeah.
I
DOT
was
ain't no
driving.
punk, bro.
and in the truck-
Hanai got a story.
No, really. One time I was driving in a truck. It give a light whether you can go past the scale station or you can. I think it's called agriculture. But I drove past it and kept going.
No, I always drive past agriculture.
No,
we ain't got no agriculture.
But we have like a light that you have to go.
Yeah, the
you
green
know.
light when it come on
Yeah,
green.
when it
you
come
have to go
green, you
in.
have
Yeah.
to go. But mine was red. I was like, I didn't know what it meant.
Thou
So I
says.
it was right behind me. I was so scared. I was like,
You got a fine? You got a
no,
fine?
I didn't get a fine. I said, I just started driving.
Oh, you hit him with that.
Yeah,
You said, I don't speak
did.
English. I don't speak.
I was so scared.
They be like, you don't
It was a
speak
black
English? No.
SUV. Two of them jumped out. One had a gun on the other side. One-
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, that's how they roll.
I rolled my
Trust
window.
me.
I was like, I didn't know. I was scared.
Wow. And then they saw all the
scared.
damage on the trailer that you did
I
at your
just-
spot before. So they was like, okay, you know what? Just go ahead. Just get off the road.
I
Just
was
go.
so scared.
Just go. Wow. Yeah, so hey, we got to go to commercial real quick. We're going to come back in a few minutes. Back with Patient Saints Radio.
Watch out for the game warden.
Watch out for the game warden.
hold that thought. Let me get myself together.
Just let me know what you want me to do. Tell me, just so you won't be alone.
Jerusalem, ikayalami, ilonoloze, uhambe nami, zungangishilana, dawo yami, ayikholana, buso wami, awukholana.
All praises. We back on Patient Saints Radio. Hey, it's a lot of stuff going on. In the news, radio, TV world,
Everything.
entertainment world, all of that stuff, right?
Does it affect our people directly and indirectly?
Yes, it affects us directly.
Why
did I used to say that? I don't know.
You had your you had your little phrase, Cap. That thing was.
It was dope. It was dope.
So there's an interesting comment that was made by a gentleman who interviewed Bishop Nathaniel recently by the name of Jason Whitlock. And he made a statement, and it's raising a lot of eyebrows. People are up in arms. So let's hear the comment itself. Let's hear the comment itself so that you can hear for yourself and you can judge and see, what you think about it. And then we'll show some of the feedback from his comment. I need you to go to the actual thing that he said, bro. Because that was like a segue. All right.
Don't you think that's suspicious? In a humane way. Everybody involved in this on the street level was either 24 to 32 years old. Everybody. It was a group of young black men, 5-on-1. Looked like gang violence to me. It looked like what young black men do when they're supervised by a single black woman. And that's what they got going on in the Memphis Police Department. They've elected or put some black woman in charge of the police force. This is a story about young black men.
Stop it.
Straight to the neck.
Stop it.
He said it's black women's fault.
Wait a minute. Hey, maybe Bishop Nathaniel did get through to him with the scriptures when they was on the show. Hey, Bishop, maybe the Lord did open up his ears to hear a little bit, because this is it's a little different than what he normally said. Remember, Jason Whitlock was corny.
He was looking confused as hell
for years.
Yeah.
So now he's like, yo, listen, what I see is a bunch of young men raised by single black women. It felt so good hearing it. I like to hear it again.
Damn. Like to hit?
Would you like to hit? Hit go.
This is a story about young black men and their inability to treat each other in a humane way. Everybody involved in this on the street level was either 24 to 32 years old. Everybody. It was a group of young black men, 5-on-1. Looked like gang violence to me. It looked like what young black men do when they're supervised by a single black woman. And that's what they got going on in the Memphis Police Department. They've elected or put some black woman in charge of the police force. This is a story about...
Okay. So here's the thing. Statistically, and Bishop went over it last week. Went over it yesterday, and we went over it last week, I believe. Statistically, or 2 weeks ago. Statistically, he's 100% correct. Majority of the men in prison, single parent household. Majority of the suicides, single mother household. Majority of low self-esteem issues, mental issues, like everything negative.
I got it right here.
So send it to us. We'll put that up. Comes from a single parent household, single black mother household. I'll say that. So while Cap gets that to you, Officer Lisha. Oh, you got it? All right. Cap just sent you something.
I just sent it to you in the group.
So let's go back to these statistics, because I just saw a pastor in Africa, I think it was in Nigeria, went through those statistics as well. And he also included the UK,
Oh, okay.
which, you know, because a lot of brothers and sisters from Africa go to UK instead of coming here. And a lot of the statistic he read was just comparable to here. All of the negative things over there in the UK are attributed to the single black mothers, right? So let's read these statistics. What's going on? The heater.
We're getting our heater,
Right.
you know, philosophy down.
The heater
pat.
that only goes to Hanaya and Captain Amazon. We don't. This whole side is cold as hell right now.
I'm the redheaded stepchild over here, me and Captain B.
Yeah, we need some more heaters in here.
Hey, PSR got new mics and new headphones. We can't get another outlet over there to get another heat on the other side.
Thank you, PSR. We appreciate you.
We appreciate y'all. Thank you. Hey, let's read this real quick.
It says the fatherless generation. Statistics, 63% of youth suicides are from fatherless homes. U.S. Department of Health census, 5 times the average.
So the single mother homes are 5 times higher in suicide rates. Over the U.S. average, more children kill themselves because their mama is over them.
Damn. So the child is like, this is some unnatural-ish. I'm out.
Yes.
I don't even know it's unnatural. It just
out.
sucks.
Did we play the little boy that was saying my mama's sexy? She want to get married. The husband got to take me to school.
Yes, we played that.
Yes, we did.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
we did.
yes,
Got to take me to school. So those are the young men that are coming from those
Single parent homes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
90% of all homeless and runaway children are from fatherless homes.
Now, stop. Look how high that percentile is.
32 times the average.
90% of the homeless and runaway children, 90%, almost all of them are from single mother homes.
And sister see nothing wrong with that.
Hey, you got to just say all of them.
I'm going to do bad by myself.
Right, the other 10% is just, we don't even know where they went.
Right, just say all of them.
We didn't poll that other 10% because we couldn't find them.
Hey, how Bishop said last night? Damn!
Damn! Wow.
Wow.
Hey, all of them, man.
After every one of these stats, wow.
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 Wow. Wow.
Go ahead, bro.
Shout out to Bishop.
85% of all children who show behavior disorders come from fatherless homes.
Damn!
Wow.
20 times that.
So
Right.
when the child is acting up in school or at home,
Yep.
and mom's got to work, the child's doing what they want. When the mama come home and find out the child's doing bad in school or whatever, the teacher calls home. The child has no fear.
None.
They have no fear. They hear that little sweet
Daddy
voice
ain't
from
gonna do
mama
nothing.
trying to discipline them. Yeah, whatever, mom. The kids these days are twice the size of the mama anyway.
My son told me that last night.
Can't
Cap. My son told me that last night because my oldest son didn't come to the school because he wasn't feeling good. So when I had my break at thing, I went and checked on him, see how he was doing, talked to him, and that part of class was on. So I was sitting there with him, and he was like, I was scared of mom, but I wasn't as scared of mom as I am of you. I was like, it's like
you know what? Because God didn't give them that disciplinary and spirit.
Right.
So what women are trying to do is they're contorting the spirit that God gave them to fulfill the role of a father, to be that
disciplinarian,
the disciplinarian, the punisher. That's not in your spirit. So you have to literally take on a manly spirit in order to discipline your children.
And
that's why you're so crazy. That's why you're so crazy too, because the spirit you have is supposed to be a spirit of nurturing.
Yes.
Right.
But now you come out of that role not only to nurture, you want to nurture and be the disciplinarian, and it's unnatural for you. It's not your spirit.
And Cap, you know what else? They become violent to try to be that. Yeah,
Now
they become violent, bro. They will hit you with anything. They treat you, do you any kind of old kind of thing.
And now you end up emasculating that boy. That's what's gonna happen.
And your little girl be out in the street acting crazy because you violent in the house. They violent the other little girls in the neighborhood or school or like that video of that little girl beating that teacher up that came out yesterday or whatever it was. You know she live in the house by her mom with violence. But like she ain't scared of nobody because she live in a house with a.
I remember when Willona burned Penny with the iron. And Good Times.
I remember that.
Like who does that? Who burns their child with an iron?
The same mama who hit him with a extension cord.
Yeah. So that switch is like an extension cord too.
Yeah.
And here's the thing.
That's some slave.
And that's going back to what Cap just said. You might have said, I'm sorry. It goes right back to that you become violent in order to discipline because God didn't give you that. So you say, I'm going to take it over the top and CPS is going to come and lock your ass up. This is why a lot of our sisters, the kids are taken away. You got to go to court and fight for it and try to prove because they do crazy things because it's not in your spirit. Your spirit is to humble down to that husband that he can be the disciplinary in that household. And I said husband. Meaning you went through the process of proving and they hate us when we're showing them the right way to do it. Because obviously, looking at these numbers, looking at these statistics, Esau went into a laboratory and had a damn think tank meeting and said, listen, we got to examine the nigga woman and look at the numbers that are coming out of her household. The numbers are astronomical. You are a friggin' science project. And instead of humbling down to what God says, you want to continue to be a case study.
Damn. She was science project with a BBL, some long ass eyelashes, and some purple weave.
BBL with little ass legs.
Yeah, with some little ass legs.
Damn.
And you don't even see it like that. You see the numbers and you would totally disregard reality. That's what a lot of our people are our sisters are delusional. You divert from reality. Say, to hell with that. That ain't gonna happen to my son. My son ain't like that. Nigga, you crazy, man.
Oh, my cousins dropped out of high school, and when Bishop read that, I said, "Oh, my cousins dropped out of high school.
Daddy gone,
and you know
he gone."
But when you ask the average woman what type of mother they are, they're gonna tell you they're a great mother.
And you know what that
they celebrate Father's Day too.
I've never heard a woman say, you know what, I'm a horrible parent.
No accountability.
You're never gonna hear it.
And if it's anything like that, it's because I couldn't afford gifts for Christmas.
Right. I did the best I could. That's their go-to phrase.
That's where you'll get that.
I did the best I could.
Oh, I couldn't get them Christmas. I'm a horrible parent. No. The fact that
Oh,
my bad.
That's Bishop's error, man. You know that.
Oh, you sent it?
Oh man.
Oh yeah. So
continue. Oh, go ahead.
No. Willona adopted Penny in Good Times
and then beat her.
Willona was the neighbor.
Oh yeah, the next door.
Penny's mama.
Her birth mama
Penny's
did,
mama,
right?
right.
Birth mama,
with the iron.
Damn, thank you, Bishop.
Bishop, you all right?
Man, messing up Bishop's show.
Bishop said, "Don't mess up my show. I love that show."
Bishop like a ghost. You know he watching, but you never know where he's somewhere lurking in the shadows.
The game warden.
The game warden. Damn.
Yes. Hey, make sure your IUIC content ain't in violation.
Yeah. Bishop be on your ass.
Bishop,
that ain't right.
Your class is in violation. We're finna find the whole thing. Shut it down.
Bishop about to shut down the whole thing, confiscate all the PSR monitors,
all the mics,
everything. Right? Yeah. Let's play. Hold on. Make sure we don't get banned.
Yeah.
Because yesterday, the stuff I played in class, I think they blocked my class yesterday too.
That was a good class. Very good.
So just make sure, because I don't know the tech side as far as how much to play.
Yeah, it's probably like 7 seconds.
5.
No, but is it a certain amount of stuff that we play, like a certain amount of minutes? 40 seconds. Okay, so make sure it doesn't go over that.
But you know how you know what not only what the Bible is saying is true, but the statistics. Prior to coming into the truth, I thought I was an amazing mother. And now that I'm in the truth and I see the statistics and I'm no longer experiencing that level of delusion, it's like 9 out of, like everything y'all bring out, like the prison everything. Because out of the 6, I had 2 go to prison, 2 drop out, like everything.
You hit all the statistics. Did one run away?
Yeah, had 1 run away, like everything. Everything. If it was not for this truth.
You like
So-
LeBron.
And I thought I was.
You
I
like
thought I was-
LeBron.
You know what I like about that is many of us never really ponder on how horrible we were before the truth.
Right. I say that all the time.
This is why Sirach 17 tells us to hate thou abominations vehemently.
Yeah.
We don't admit to ourselves like I was a piece of ish.
Yeah.
When you make that a reality in your mind, going back will never be an option.
And it scares me to death.
Never.
God. It scares me to death.
Right.
Even at looking at, again, I have a 30-year-old, the 29-year-old, and I tell them now, so they have not come into the truth, but it's just like I tell them all the time, like, yo, I made so many mistakes. And they're like, well, no, you were a good mother. No, I was a horrible mother. I was a horrible mother.
Yeah.
Horrible.
I had to tell my sons that
I moved here
recently.
from Florida away from their dad, and I'm telling you, it's that Bible.
Well, so you kidnapped the kids.
You did that too.
Oh, you ran across state. You ran across state line with that man kids.
Let me
You
ask
supposed to
you a
get locked up.
question. Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Did you get permission from the father
No.
or let him
See?
know that you moved?
So you
in?
kidnapped the
I
kids.
let him know I was leaving, but I didn't get permission. But
Wait,
at that
wait.
time, I
Was
was
he
a dragon.
Levi? He was Levi, right?
He was Levi, but
That's
I was
why
a
you
dragon.
did
He
that.
wouldn't. It wouldn't have mattered.
See, he
in the
couldn't
world,
stop
it
me if he
wouldn't have
wanted
mattered.
to.
It wouldn't have mattered.
Watch my stiff arm.
Can't stop me.
Yeah, it wouldn't
Should
have
have hit him with
mattered.
the stiff arm.
But that was one of the things when I came into the truth and found out. Not only, I mean, just you stupid, just all the things that I've done. And again, you got 6 boys, and they may possibly be profitable for nothing. That's mind blowing.
That shit hurt.
Damn.
I think about that every day.
Damn.
And
I
you know,
think about it every day. It
but
blow
that
my
don't just
mind.
affect women. Like I know for a fact, my son was 11 when I came in the truth, and then 4 years after that, when I realized I didn't teach you shit.
Yeah, man.
I didn't teach you nothing. I was so busy. Like Cass said, you have to hate that sin. Like, bruh, I don't see how nobody, like, I know that drugs and chilling and just kicking it on the game, bro. I overlook my kids look, man. I'm in here with you. I'm a daddy, you know, but not
But
knowing.
you're not a daddy. You're not a father.
Yeah, I live it. I'm a daddy that pay the bills, got somewhere for you to stay.
And that's all.
But I don't know
That's
how to
it.
take care of you. I
Right.
didn't know how to raise you. Guess why? Because guess who I was raised by?
The same thing.
The same thing. So guess what? I felt like I was doing better just by being there.
Yeah.
Hey, something you just said struck something in my spirit about the scriptures. Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon chapter 4. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 4. Read verse. We're going to jump. Read verse 1.
Yes, sir. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 4, verse 1. Better it is to have no children and to have virtue, for the memorial thereof is immortal.
So, virtue is that high standard or high morals, right? Go ahead.
Because it is known with God.
Jump down to verse 3.
Verse 3. But the multiplying brood.
So the brood is a lot of children. So it's but having a lot of children, go ahead.
Of the ungodly shall not thrive.
So they will not thrive. That multitude of children, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 or more children are not going to be profitable. But it's going to say that. Go ahead.
Nor take deep rooting from bastard slips.
There you go.
Nor lay any fast foundation.
So it says, nor lay any fast foundation. Now verse 5.
Verse 5. The imperfect branches.
So these are the branches. The brood now in verse 5 is now called branches because from that main tree they branch out. These are children and they're having children, right? Go ahead.
Shall be broken off. Their fruit unprofitable.
Their fruit is unprofitable. Go ahead.
Not ripe to eat. Yea, meat for nothing.
Yo, God says they're good for nothing.
Damn, that hurts.
God
said your kids that you raised up with nothing and foolishness is good for nothing.
Hey,
Damn.
Hey,
Says
Capo.
better not have none.
Hey, you so far. You in the spirit because I wanted to read this yesterday, but for time's sake, I'm gonna land back off you. Can we get that in Sirach now? 16. Going right back to what you said, Cap, about you could have a multitude of children. And that's another thing too, though, brothers and sisters. Don't beat yourself up. Just thank the Lord that you woke up. That's the point.
You know now. Now you know.
Now. Yeah, because at the end of the day, you could have some in here that are still demons. Some of the kids in here are still
Yeah,
demons
right.
in the truth,
You're right.
man.
You're right.
So let's see what God says. I just want from 1 to verse 3,
Yes,
chapter
sir.
16. Mhm.
Ecclesiastes chapter 16, verse 1. Desire not a multitude of unprofitable children.
Come on.
Neither delight in ungodly
It
sons.
says, neither delight in ungodly sons, and that also goes for ungodly daughters. Verse 2.
Verse 2. Though they multiply,
Granted that you may have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 children. Go ahead.
rejoice not in them,
Except for what?
except the fear of the Lord be with them.
The fear of the Lord is to hate evil. So you can have a multitude of children. You can have 10 kids, but that one that fears the Lord, that's the one I'm focusing on.
Hey, that's like what Deacon E said yesterday.
I'm not worried about. I'm not worried about little Ray. No, okay, I see you a child of the devil. I see which way you going, because Bishop always says it. You got to know the spirit of your child.
Yes.
A lot of
Right.
times, brothers
Yes.
and sisters are trying to shield your children.
Right.
Not to hell with that. If you got a little demon, bro, you got a little demon.
Right.
And you know, all praises for, like Thick said, even though we're talking about times prior to the truth, we're still learning this in the truth as well. You know, all praises for leadership guiding us, because there are times when you don't even realize you should be examining the spirit of your children.
Right,
You don't know
right.
that. You thinking, okay, they're here. But over time, as you learn and you're corrected and you grow in this truth, you're like, wait a minute. They could be here, but still be like,
Their mind
they're
is
good
still
for
in the
nothing.
cell
Yeah, they're still good for nothing.
They just in the building.
They just here until they're 18.
Right.
That's it.
Some of them don't wait that long.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go live with grandma. Can I go live with grandma?
Finish that out.
Damn.
Yep. Yes, sir. Or finish the end of verse 2. It says, except the fear of the Lord be with them.
Yes, sir.
Romans
Except
8:13.
the fear of the Lord be with them.
Uh-huh.
Verse 3. Trust not thou in their life.
What does the Lord say?
Trust not thou in their life.
Read on.
Neither respect their multitude.
Why?
For one that is just is better than 1,000.
Hallelujah.
Thus saith the Lord.
Hey.
So that one that is in the spirit, that child you have that's in the spirit, he's trying to be at Camp 101. He wants to learn. Like I like hearing what you say, Cap, about the young men that call you with the sons, like your brother's sons.
Yeah.
They got the whole crew, Captain B. You know, hey, that's a blessing. Some of the older kids, they don't want to hear nothing.
So, I pray they stay in the spirit.
That's all you can do.
And like I said, there's a lot of congregations there. Did y'all turn the mics up?
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Maybe you didn't. I'm sorry. But there's a lot of congregation with pockets of those young men. I pray they all stay in the spirit,
Right.
because
Don't be
at some
bad.
point the fathers are going to be taken out. So we pray they continue in the faith, but those young men are going to be those next wave of prophets.
Yep.
That I pray do greater works than the fathers walking the earth do now.
Right.
I pray all of the deacons and bishops and captains and officers' sons become up to be mightier prophets than their fathers are.
Right,
I
right,
pray
right.
they teach till Babylon falls. If we're taken out, if we go back to the Lord before that time, or the enemy takes us out, whatever it is. I pray these young men rise up and do mightier works than the prophets in the earth now.
Right.
That's right.
Get a double
All
portion
praises.
like Elisha did with Elijah.
And you know what's so scary, and it's not, and just even for the young men that are listening, don't get high-minded.
Right.
But at the end of the day, these young men right now, certain things we don't even have to go to the street. If we wanted to send our children, they'll run circles around most of these cats out here.
Hey, let me get
go
a
ahead.
quick script.
Yes, sir.
Wisdom of Solomon 9. I'll bring this out a couple times because, like Cap said about the young men, these young men have an advantage over the bishops, the deacons, the captains, the officers right now. We weren't born in this truth.
No.
We don't have the time. By the time they grow up, they're going to be 20 years in the truth. 15, 20 years, 30 years.
Right.
We babes compared to that at this particular
At
moment.
this moment, right.
You understand?
Right.
But here's the difference. Wisdom of Solomon 9:16.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 9 verse
So
16.
our children will not have to go through the guesswork, the winging it in life.
Or fighting off the worldly spirits.
Or fighting off those world Christmas. They don't know nothing about celebrating Christmas and having a worldly family around and New Year's and birthday. They don't know those things.
That's not
They're not
pulling
gonna.
at them.
Those battles are not gonna be for them.
Right.
Read that.
And hardly do we guess aright at things that are upon the earth.
So the Bible says we don't even we always make the wrong decisions. That's what the Bible says. Read it again.
And hardly do we guess aright at things that are upon earth.
We hardly make the right decisions when we go against the Bible when we go into our own feelings or what we think or what we feel, right? Go ahead.
So Cap, real quick, that's the same thing with single mothers raising the household.
Yep.
Yes. Same thing.
You're making the wrong decisions. Damn. Go ahead.
You're making the wrong decisions. Now you're bitter. Now you're frustrated. Now you're emasculating your son. Now you're working 2-3 jobs, and your kids are all out in the streets doing whatever, learning from social media, learning from the TV. Right? Read that again.
And hardly do we guess aright at things that are upon earth.
So like how Thick was saying, I was a terrible mother. I was this, I was that. I didn't know. A lot of us coming up don't know. So we're winging it. Our parents, like Officer Carmela said, they didn't teach us shit. They didn't teach us nothing. Right. We winging it. The parents was in the house, but they ain't teaching you nothing. You know why? Because the life manual called the Bible, nobody's following.
Right.
Nobody was following this growing up. We went to Sunday school church. We wasn't following the Bible. We was following man.
Waiting for the chicken afterwards.
Yeah, we waiting for the snacks
pork
and chicken
hot dog.
afterwards. Yeah.
That fried chicken was hitting.
Remember, I was shooting J's downstairs during church.
Right. You trying to find a way out.
He
Go
was
find
singing during church. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Not singing.
Not the tenor section.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Cap, can we
Sorry,
go
Cap.
back to that Wisdom of Solomon
finish,
4
let me finish.
when you finish? Oh, I'm sorry.
Read it again.
Yes, sir. And hardly do we guess aright at things that are upon earth.
So right now, we're cleaning up our lives, right? And our children's lives in the meantime. But like I said, they're going to have the advantage over us when they become, you know what I mean, of age. Look at the stuff that Bishop is going over in class that our kids are absorbing now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't know none of this stuff when we was 14, 15, 16.
But the sisters say, I don't want my children learning this kind of thing. I don't think children should be exposed.
She got to walk out.
You going to take me someplace else, bro.
Oh yeah, the sister who left.
Yesterday,
There was a sister who was offended at Bishop's class and she left. Her first day here. All praises your demonic ass got purged out on day one.
Hell yeah. Hey, you know what?
You and your bonnets.
It was probably that sister that was recording Bishop that said, what you say about Bishop one time?
Yeah, that was.
Hey, I wish you would die or something like that. You know what I'm talking about, right?
But you heard Bishop's class in the background.
Yeah,
she was listening to Bishop's class, but wishing death upon him.
Yeah.
Hey, what was the thing that she said though yesterday? She said women rule. Women are the
Women
head.
are the head.
Women are the head.
Better head your ass up out of here.
She thought this was dietary.
I said, sister, this is what we not about to do. So you got 1 or 2 choices right now. Oh, I'm
Go to
gonna
your
get
script,
my.
bro. Go to your script. I'm done.
Either you walk out or you get thrown out.
Yeah. We ain't got no steps right now.
Bye, yo,
You
bye.
either walk out or you get thrown out.
We got to make sure our next school got steps, Bishop. We got to make sure.
What
We
Bishop
need the
said?
upstairs and the
What Bishop said?
downstairs.
Hey, and I can guarantee.
Take him down a little harder than
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Trump said when you put him in the squad car, hit the head. Hit the head on the squad car. Damn.
But what Cal had brought out in Wisdom of Solomon 4 at the bottom, it said that those children are a witness to
the wickedness
of their
parents. And bro, we can see it. Like the way our children act, the way some of us acted prior to knowing what we know. Like Cap say, the instruction manual was not open, so we was full examples of the wickedness of our parents. We was showed that we came from whoremonger fathers and whoring mothers, like, and it showed like in our undiscipline. It showed in our lack to be told anything. It showed that you know that the instruction, because we was wise to do evil. Like, oh yeah, it came to scamming, it came to getting high, it came to learning how to sell dope or steal. Heartbeat. The minute somebody try to tell you what's the right, nigga, you ain't my daddy. Like, what? Nigga, right is right. Stop stealing, little nigga. Quit stealing. Right. I gotta eat, bro.
But then when the white man locked him up, he calling you for bail money.
Right.
Oh, Negro, don't call me.
My baby good.
Hey, listen. If you a wicked Negro, lose my number. I don't want you calling me from no jail. Nope. I remember growing up and my wicked ass family members would be locked up and be calling collect. Grandmama answer.
Right.
Get them what they want and then complain when that phone member back in the day. Collect call was big.
1-800 collect, baby.
Big
That was
money.
big money right there.
You have a call from the.
Well, we got that clip from Good Times. I want to play that part real quick to go back to the single mothers and their discipline in the household. So all this time we've been waiting.
Right.
We appreciate y'all,
Yeah.
IT.
Saying done loaded up multiple times.
So your child is a witness of your single mother bad decision making.
Yep.
Hey, there was a video of a young girl of a mother asking a little girl, like, what do you want to be? She said, I want to be a side chick like you.
Damn.
And she was like, and the mother started chasing. She's like, oh shit. And she started running.
Too late live.
So she's doing a live with her mama. And her mama's like, you want to be just like your mama? She was like, yeah, I want to be a side hoe too.
Damn.
Something like that. It was something crazy. Mama was like, what the hell? And started chasing her.
I saw a video of Jim Jones with raised by if you ever watched like reality TV, his mama be on the shows. Mama Jones.
Right. She got a young ass man now too.
She got a 25-year-old. The dude is 25. But anyway, what's I gonna say?
Mama Jones. Mama Jones. Raised by
his mama taught him how to tongue kiss. He said it on a podcast one time.
Really?
But if you look at the life of like a brother like Jim Jones or somebody from that life, they are very emotional.
Yeah.
Very always in some kind of turmoil, always in some kind of ish going on, and that comes from that same lifestyle.
It was a video of Lil Scrappy going off on his mama,
his
telling
mama.
her
I saw that.
he was like pretty
He
much
said,
telling
you ruined my damn
you
life.
ruined me. Yeah. Is you?
Is he
meditating?
He praying to the Lord. He's
like,
like, please don't let them roast me. Please don't let them roast me.
He like, Lord, give me strength to talk to these fools on this show.
Please don't let Oscar Miller talk about my boss fight.
Hey, play that real quick. Play this. And we still have no volume. Okay, we do.
Can you turn it up?
Janet.
I knew that would be the first place you tried to hide.
Like Malachi Judah wife.
Please, Mama, I promise I won't be a bad girl anymore. Please, I won't be a bad girl anymore. Please, I promise. Please. Oh no, Mama, please. Please don't do it. Please.
She was thinking about Joe.
His now this show is late 70s, early 80s, correct?
Yeah.
Late 70s, early 80s. And obviously it's an issue in the black community.
Right.
The difference is now, you got to think about it, to the point where Esau got to create a department for this.
Yeah.
You got to think about this. There's so many complaints coming in, so many police calls and suspicious acts and things of that nature. Esau said, you know what? I got to make a whole task force for these Negroes because they're damn near killing their kids.
Damn near.
Because we put ourselves in positions where we have to wear every single hat, and we can't. We can't be the protector. We can't be the provider. We can't be the nurturer. You can't do it. You're not built to do it.
Did we put that Kevin Samuels video up of the woman saying she want to do it all?
Bro.
Go back to the brother. We're gonna get you in a second on the Zoom. Hang tight. Just hold on. Hold on. So we didn't even finish going through the statistics. Where's the one? Okay, the one on the bottom left. So he said she said something.
Oh, she said she wanted all. Yeah.
He said you want it all, right?
She said she wanted all. She want a man that do all that.
No, go ahead, play it.
Be able to pay the bills, like take care of me.
Can
But
you
I
start it
still
over?
want to be.
Start it over. Go ahead.
I want a man that's definitely going to be able to pay the bills, like take care of me. But I still want to be able to have the option to work and do like my career, have a career, and still have kids.
So you want it all?
Yeah.
Okay, so stop. So her wanting it all also entails her working and having kids and trying to wear so many damn hats.
Right.
That's why that came to mind. She wants to do it all, and she wants her husband to be it all.
Right.
Go ahead.
Okay, how much money is a man going to need to make to be able to pay all the bills for a family of 4?
Probably well over 400K.
What percentage of men in this country make over $400,000?
I would say maybe 2 to 4%. Probably not a lot.
1.
Okay.
1%. So let's go back to what you said. I feel. Men don't care about what you feel. We think, act, and do. Men hit the financial stride between 45 and 55, Are you prepared to marry a man that's 45 years old or older?
No.
So you're a delusional black woman.
Stop. Okay. So I want y'all to hear this. Even Kevin Samuel said you're a delusional black woman. So this is where single mothers are bred. She wants the financial stability, but she doesn't want it in an older man. Who's gonna provide that? Because Kevin Samuel said men don't usually reach their financial strength until 45 to 55. That's when their businesses is off the ground. They got their clients. Everything is solidified, right? Around that age group on average. So, sister, the lifestyle you want, the man that you're looking for is going to be in this age range typically. Do you want that? No. So what's going to happen is she's going to get a younger man, but that man is not going to marry her. He's going to make her what? A baby mama.
Calm down.
Right? Therefore, you'll end up in what we heard Jason Whitlock say. You're going to breed these young men that's going to be out there in the street, breaking police car glass, in these riots, being emotional, being the Jim Jones, your mama teaching you how to tongue kiss. What the hell? But the point is, sisters want it all, but settle for nothing. You start out wanting it all, but what you settle for is absolutely zero.
That's deep.
That's some BS. It ain't deep. It's some BS.
But Kat, when you think about it, like you said, they want it all, but they're delusional. So guess what, sisters? Brothers know you're freaking delusional, but they gonna game you up, run through you, and leave you with a baby.
Right.
It seems like y'all don't get it yet. They're not trying to make you a wife. They're not trying to do that. They trying to get in them drawers. And when they hear what's coming out of your mouth, you may look good. You may have the big breast, the big behind. You're gonna piece to him, and he's gonna go along with it. He gonna do what he gotta do to get that box. It's like you don't get it.
Kat, you know what they really
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I gotta stop this.
Yeah.
Javier Lopez says my daddy taught me how to tongue kiss.
The hell?
We ain't trying
Northern
to
Kingdom.
Troll, Cap. It's a troll,
Northern
Cap.
Kingdom.
Cap, it's a troll. Yeah, it's a troll, Cap. It's
Northern
a troll.
Kingdom.
I think I done seen that name trolling
Right.
before.
You gotta be
He
a
trolling.
joke.
Hey, Cap, he trolling, Cap. Don't go for it. Don't go for it.
Yeah, don't. Yeah.
It's
Hey,
Ain't no way
Cap,
no man even. You know what I mean?
Ain't nobody. No,
Ain't nobody
it's a
saying that.
setup, bro.
Yo, Northern Kingdom. You gotta explain
Northern
this
Kingdom.
one.
Man, that's
Javier Lopez.
Northern Kingdom, zoom in.
Silly dove.
Zoom in, Zoom in, Javier. Oh,
You wanna
man.
take this
Fell for it,
Yeah,
yeah.
they say he trolling. All right. Go ahead.
Hey, Shalom caller. What's your name, question, or comment?
Shalom, what's up?
Shalom leadership, shalom family. My name is James out of IOIC Atlanta camp, and I made a comment in the in the comment section, and the sisters asked me to call in and give my testimony on it. I mentioned in the comments that I had gained custody of my son after about 5 years in court, and that my lawyer had quit on me. Had to represent myself, and I was able to win in court. So they asked me to call in and just speak a little bit about that particular situation.
We was talking about that?
Let's talk about the single mother homes.
No, you talking about.
okay.
So
I was lost. I'm sorry.
So give us what you're talking about, bro. What's the situation?
Yeah, I think it was Bishop yesterday that mentioned when he was going over single parent homes that said it would be best for the fathers to try to get custody of the sons. And that pretty much is what I did. So I just want to point out to the brothers who may be going through the same thing. Like in my particular situation, which was in Tennessee, and being in Georgia now, and researching those laws, it was real similar. You have to first establish that there's a material change in circumstances that warrants negligence, that the child is being neglected. And then you have to also prove that it is in the best interest of the child to be with you. So in my particular situation, when I was consulting with the courts in Tennessee, I noticed that they perked up when I began to discuss my son's school, the issues that he was having at school, his grades. Teachers were reaching out to his mother, and she didn't have time to come to the school. And at that time, I was living in Virginia, in Richmond. And so I would have to catch flights to Tennessee to come to the student, his meetings with the teachers. I would have to catch flights to come in and work his the mandatory volunteer hours as well. And so I just asked her, you know, it didn't start out as a court case. I just asked her to send them to me. You know, I'm his father. I'm a pretty good student. I have a couple of degrees. Send them to me. Let me get them right in school. And you can keep the child support money. It ain't a money thing. And then I send them back once I get them on the straight path. And so she, of course, declined to do that. And so
because that was too rational. That made too much sense.
And she wanted that child support money.
Yeah.
But he was giving it to her.
He said he
anyway.
was still giving it to her.
Yeah, I told her to keep it. And so what she told me is that she was going to take me to court, and you know, and she'll fight me for it. And so I reached out to one of my cousins who was one of the top attorneys in my city at the time, and she pretty much told me she wouldn't take my money because I was pretty much going to lose because the courts always side with the woman. Is what she told me. But the advice that she gave me that I leaned on was to not ever mention anything in court about money. Don't mention child support. Don't mention what she's doing with it, because the second you bring up money, they're going to think that you're just in here trying to prevent a child support case. So I focus 100% on his education.
Damn, that's good advice.
Her lack of participation in the education, how his grades were going, things of that nature. And then another material change was the fact that she got married. And a lot of the issues that I was having at that time with her husband. All praise to the Most High, we've been able to work through it. Now we're in a lot better place. And a lot of the stuff that I was trying to get us to do in the beginning, we have been able to work through now, like sitting down as a family, and we, you know, discussing how we will co-parent or whatever the case may be. But during this court case, I saw that pretty much my lawyer and her lawyer were in cahoots. Like, I had to open and shut case pretty much because she filed her, after I won custody, she filed her appeal too late. And so my lawyer just went back and forth with her lawyer, fighting all of the motions that her lawyer presented until they ran up a bill of about $25K.
Damn.
And then after I paid him $24K, he told me I owed him $1,000. And if I didn't give him his money, he was going to quit. And at this point, you ain't did nothing for me, including file the motion that I asked you to submit on the first case, which was for the dismissal. And so once they got to that point, her attorney filed for a drug test. They want me to come to court, and they asked for the judge to pull pubic hairs.
Damn.
So this is
Well,
what
they're
They're looking for.
So I want y'all to see. Look at what the black man got to do,
Right.
and go through
To be a good father.
to be a father to his own
Damn.
damn child in Babylon the Great.
Damn.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
Ooh-wee.
Did after you got custody of your son, did he avoid any of those statistics that was put up that happened to children raised by single mothers? Did he avoid any of those statistics that say runaway, dropping out, going to jail and or prison?
But he's 15 right now, and I think you drilled him yesterday in line, TJ.
Yeah. But I'm asking.
But has he run away? Has he been in jail? No.
No.
Hallelujah.
At 15, I know 15-year-olds. I know what they do.
Yeah, that was my 15 years old, my running with the law. Yep, that was me. 15. Yep. Single mama household.
Doing great. He's doing great in school. He just earned a starting position on the football team. Got me in the weight room. That's why I couldn't walk yesterday after Bishop was saying no fat brothers. So yeah, he's doing
Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness.
All right.
Planet
Thank you
Fitness.
for your call, bro.
Thanks for your call,
Go to
bro.
tell him to go to Planet Fitness and you better not be playing football on a Sabbath day.
Yeah.
Friday night still counts.
Yeah,
Friday night.
night's
Come on,
still the Sabbath, brother.
Yeah, come on.
Oh no, this was Thursday.
All right.
Thursday.
He's still there, even though the screen is gone. He's still there. He hacked the system.
It was Thursday.
He hacked the system.
He played JV.
Damn.
He played Pee Wee football.
Man,
All
hey, listen, man.
praises.
I wouldn't wish
go ahead.
child support on my worst enemy, man.
Damn.
That thing is, whoo. Brothers, stay away from that thing, man. And we put ourselves in those situations because of, once again, we're winging this thing. We go off of our emotions. We reckless with the rod, things of that nature.
Damn.
And we end up paying child support. They may put a lien on your bank account. Guess what, brothers? You may be paying child support while even if you have the child with you.
Right.
That has happened to brothers. So please pay attention, man.
He said reckless with the rod.
We got a lot to go through. So let's play one of our favorite sisters on the show, Shahrazad Ali.
That's right. That's right.
She has been giving the black woman hell for like 20, 30 years, like 30 years.
About 30 years.
Giving a black woman hell. Hey, you should have seen, we played her last time. You should see the comments. In the comment section of the clip that they put up, I think it was on Instagram or TikTok, one of the two, of the show here, of us playing Shahrazad Ali, women said, I hope everybody on that podcast burn in hell.
Damn!
Yes.
Black woman wish death on us.
And all we did, we didn't really comment on show. It was just us going to her video. And she said, she said black women are like 14-year-olds. The women were going crazy in the comments. And just by your comment shows you're like an emotional teenager. That's what kids do. Kids, you correct them or you punish them. Oh my God, I want to die. I hate my life. How do you hate your life with your own room, television, your closet, food to your disposal? How the hell do you hate your life? Right. That's why they do things like they hate their life and they run away. And then you see how hard life is in them damn streets. You ever watch hood interviews in Atlanta?
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep.
All them girls that be on the street, they hookers and all that stuff.
A lot of them we see in the street. We see a kid.
There's a YouTube page, I think it's called Hood Interviews.
Yep.
And the guy asks, hey, how did you end up homeless? How'd you end up on the street? And you'll hear the stories. These women, these usually girls, dressed in next to nothing, telling them, oh, I had to leave my house because of this, what various reasons. But ultimately they ran away.
Right.
Ultimately. And they're running away from single black woman house, single black households, single black mother households. Play that.
They did not tell us that all of that, being my own person and I'm independent, would lead to separation, loneliness, celibacy, and lesbianism.
Stop. Go back a little bit, because what she said was heavy. You got to think about because you got to think about it. That this lesbian movement is a plan. You keep saying you be by yourself. You don't need a man. You need companionship. So because you keep saying you don't need a man, you go get a woman.
She work construction.
Damn.
Play.
She drive a truck.
They did not tell us that all of that, being my own person and I'm independent, would lead to separation, loneliness, celibacy, and lesbianism. They didn't tell us that if you give up the man, you're going to take one of these things and it's worse and it will destroy your nation.
Stop.
They didn't get.
So give up the man, and what's to come from it is worse, and it will destroy your nation.
Right.
The statistics we were reading, isn't that a destroying of the nation? Damn.
Hey, and when you look at it biblically, there's no such thing as a single mother biblically.
Not at all.
She went from her father's house to her mother's house. And if she was raising a child alone, she was a widow.
She was a widow. Of good report.
Of good report. There was no such thing.
Right.
That thing was created right here in Babylon the Great, man.
Hey, you know what's crazy if you think about all of those statistics and what they mean tangibly, like it really does destroy a nation. So you look, you say 90% of the children are runaway, no guidance. 85% are dropouts, no critical thinkers. 95% are 80% are in jail, no discipline. Like you look and you like, these are things that a nation need. You need thinkers to help progress your people, meet the state, the needs that they need. You don't got those because you making sons that they really good at telling you how much a quarter a dope is worth, but that's as far as they counting skills go. Or they don't have any guidance. They wise in that. They don't have any guidance because they couldn't stay and take correction from a violent monster. So they ran away. So now they have no guidance. They out there doing their whole own thing, which leads to more lawlessness. You know what I'm saying? They're in jail, so it proves that they don't have the discipline to maintain no type of order. And these are things that a community and a nation really needs. And you look, you say, yeah, it will destroy your community because the things that they are failing in, is the things that you need these men and some of these sisters to do to make sure that your nation is organized and is functional. And you don't have that because never mind.
No, you
had a hot toddy.
Yeah.
You was just ready to pop it all in the street. Like, bruh, that's crazy.
Hey, is there more? Keep playing.
Give us that information. They made us think that it was some kind of glorified position to brag about the fact that I got my own job, my own credit card, my own car, so I don't need no man.
Stop. So you gotta keep in mind, and I believe we played it yesterday. I'm sorry, Bishop played it yesterday about Cap, the movie Claudine, where it said
Claudine.
that they make us feel that this is a glorified position to have my own, to be without the men, and that was all by design.
And you know what's crazy? Now I'm thinking about it. Claudine, the mother, Diane Carroll, she played an excellent role, but she was not happy.
Right.
You understand? She was not happy. Like when you look at the movie, you know, she wanted the man around, but she couldn't get the man. She couldn't be around the man. The man couldn't be around. But look at TV today. It's all propped up. They're all single. They're all on girls' trips. They're going here. They dressing scantily clad. They all hoes and having a ball. But they single mamas.
Yep.
Who watching the damn kids?
Right.
Grandma. But the point is, now it's propped up like it's a good thing. It's celebrated in society today.
The hell is this?
Total foolishness. Play it.
I don't even know how we got that mixed up. Ain't none of that got nothing to do with being with no man. We have some serious relationship problems that nobody has been able to address us on because everybody wants to pretend that this is not going on. Over 60% of our women are single, widowed, separated, or divorced.
Damn.
They don't have a man. I just came out of Florida and they got a housing complex that the Urban League built, which is a black organization that is for women and children only. They say they don't allow any men in there. I didn't have time to deal with it, but I talked about them real bad. That's the silliest program I've ever heard of. You know them women that had men if they got a bunch of children. They need fathers. They need protection. We hear about the drug problem that we have in our projects across the country. It's one of the major places that we have a drug problem. We talk about the great strength that we have as black women. Well, the welfare department don't rent government apartments to single black men. Those apartments belong to black women.
Damn. Hey, Cap, I just sent Officer Alicia a video. What you just said about the whole Claudine and what the sister just said about all of this allocation is for single black women. The people today they still dealing with it. I just sent Officer Alicia a video. It's about 30 seconds. Modern, they still doing the same thing. Our brothers and our sisters is still in the same position.
Yeah, same position
that Esau set up for them. And it's not even like they combating it. They're actually furthering it.
They want to be single because they look at marriage as oppression.
Right.
They submission equals oppression to the modern black woman.
Look at this, Cal. It say when your girl got a section 8 inspection, not your wife.
Your girl.
Your girl. Play that, officer.
When your girl have a Section 8 inspection.
You gotta go.
Oh, damn. Your Nikes gotta go.
Nike, you doing? Come on, don't forget your good shirt.
What?
Your good shirt, babe.
Get all that man stuff out the house. Wow. Why not just marry her?
He said, where I'm gonna go? She said, I don't know, but you gotta take your stuff from my
So now if you keep the man and marry him, she don't get Section 8 no more.
No, you can't get no $20 rent.
But now
it's all it is that the allotment that they pay to the landlord is just less.
That's right.
You can still get Section 8, but they're pretty much not going to pay much.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Damn. So.
And then there's so many levels to the delusion because I used to think I was doing something special because I never got Section 8. But again, I had the flip side.
So you had I could do it bad all by myself.
Right. But I worked 10 to 12 hours a day.
So what were the kids doing?
Making their way to prison.
Hey man,
y'all sisters listening.
And y'all some suckers if y'all ain't got y'all own place to live in. You living out these sisters, you a whole nother statistic of a bad mama.
And when it came to like their dad, because they knew their dad, so they the older two had opportunities where they actually went back to go with dad. And again, their dad, he ran his house completely different than how I ran my house. Like, you getting locked out, he didn't play no games. Them jokers didn't stay there. Like, they came right, Ma, we miss you.
They want that lawlessness.
Right.
Hey, I got something else. I got to put it back on some brothers, man. Because, you know, as a single black woman, right? Like a lot of times now, because they want to do their own business. They want to do, be independent. Entrepreneurial BS, right? On your Instagram and all of that. And your OnlyFans. A lot of women are getting paid from OnlyFans.
Oh yeah, 50K, 100K, thousands, millions.
Money from OnlyFans, doing stupid reels on Instagram or TikTok and stuff like that.
And all of them, they behind now.
But my question is, who's paying for that stuff?
Simps.
Thank you. There's simp-ass men that are enabling sisters to be single, boisterous, whores, loud, clowns, stupid. There's some simp-ass men that are enabling our sisters to be like that, too. You understand?
The Lord say...
They the ones that got the money.
Right.
They the ones that's paying
You the
them.
one paying for it.
And
Strip
you know what?
club
It was
started.
crazy. A lot of times, sisters will talk shit about them same men, like men ain't shit.
Right.
But it's the men paying them on these apps, on their OnlyFans.
They making the men delusional, and the men is following behind it. So remember, Kevin Samuel said a man is not gonna hit his financial stride till mid 40s, early 50s. They got young brothers thinking you gotta be 200, 100,000 in your 20s.
Right.
Say that part again.
They saying
who's got them thinking that?
These delusional women
There you
got
go.
these
Put it on
brothers
out there.
thinking
Put it on out there.
that they have to be these 100,000. You ain't making a bag. You can't buy me a bag. You can't buy me a Berkey. You can't buy me a Chanel. If you can't do this at 20-something years old, men, like, we are building a good man, a man that's following the Lord, and especially as we know it now. 20 years old, you just getting out of your parents' house. If your parents have been providing and teaching you the commandments of God, hopefully they was instilling work ethic in you. They was instilling the things that the Bible say that we should do. Learning a just weight, learning that slothfulness is going to bring you to poverty. You learning these kind of things as a young man. So now you start to enforce it 20s and 30s. 40s, you build it. Go ahead, Kat.
Hey, Sister Tabitha says, I recently found out my baby sister is doing OnlyFans and she has 3 kids.
Wow.
Damn. Sister Zoom in says,
So those 3 kids are gonna be traumatized.
Them 3 kids gonna be traumatized.
I want
Your
to show
mama do OnlyFans.
I want to show y'all something. I want to show y'all the mindset of sisters opposed to the mindset of the enemy. Okay? This is gonna be clear to what's the matter? Oh, this is going to be evidently clear to you, right? There's only one enemy and about 5 sisters. Let's see where the sisters' mindsets are. Okay, can we start over?
Hi, my name is Robin. I found out my baby daddy burnt me again for the...
Bruh, I'm so tired of bruh.
Okay. Unmute it.
With a man who put a female in my car. Yay! Hi, my name is Robin. I found out my baby daddy burnt me again for the 3rd time, and we had sex last night. Yay!
Hi, my name is April, and I'm getting married tomorrow to my boyfriend, baby mama.
Hello, everyone. My name is Naya, and I'm getting married to my baby daddy who cheated on me with my sister, and I took him back. Hi, I'm Suzette. I met a blind date at the airport, took a trip to Fort Lauderdale, and we're getting married next year.
So stop
Hey,
it.
y'all.
Stop it.
Oh, God.
Stop it.
We're getting married.
So Esau went on a blind date, and she said, we're getting married next year. But all of the sisters, my baby daddy cheated on me with my sister, I took him back, and we're getting married.
Yay!
My baby daddy burned me for the 3rd time.
Damn.
Yay!
We had sex last night.
And we had sex last night.
Yay!
Yay.
Why was Adino's sister?
Do you see how jacked up our sisters are?
That's crazy.
Bruh, like snot a flex. That's what they call it.
So
that wasn't a excuse.
I know a lot of y'all get mad at us, saying we're misogynistic and you bash women. It's out of your own mouths.
Yeah.
Right.
There's so much ammo.
Hey,
like,
somebody put, are these real or just skits? It's real. Look at your society. Look at them. Look at them. Look at
You know these. You know
Now you
these
don't wanna
women.
believe
Yeah, you
it.
know these
You
people.
know
Yeah,
these
yeah,
women. Two of them is your sisters.
Right.
And one of them is my sister.
You know how y'all sisters know these sisters now. Every time there's a class about y'all and it troubles your spirit,
That's
you
you.
are these sisters.
That's you right.
This is you. This is you.
Touche.
Give me that. And nothing offends us in the law. Is it John 11?
Matthew 11.
Matthew 11. Matthew 11. Let's see what God says. I'm still turning in John. I don't know why I'm in John. It might be something I want to get out of John, but Matthew 11, I think it's verse 6.
Verse 6, yeah.
Yes,
And
sir.
blessed is he. Yes.
Matthew chapter 11, verse 6. And blessed is he whosoever shall not be offended in me.
Go ahead.
And as they departed, Jesus began to say unto the multitudes concerning John.
Okay, hold on. Go to John 16:1. Let me see if that's it. Hold on.
No.
John. Oh, saying the same
verse
thing.
1. Yeah.
Verse 1. Okay, yeah.
John chapter 16, verse 1. These things have I spoken unto you, that he should not be offended.
And there's also one in Psalms too, right? Psalms what? Psalms 119, verse 165.
Ooh, that brother sharp.
All praise.
Psalm chapter 119, verse 165.
Go ahead.
Great peace have they which love thy law, and nothing shall offend them.
And says, and nothing shall offend them. So we went to the words of Christ. Nothing should offend you in Christ. Nothing out of the word of God should offend you. And nothing should offend you out of God's laws. Nothing. So it's not like we have a class and the entire class is, oh, Captain Aria, tell me about your feelings. Captain Mazai, tell me about your feelings. How do you feel? Right. No, we're going in the word of God.
Right.
God talks about the woman dressed whorishly.
Right.
God talks about the woman who's like a continual dropping.
Damn.
God talks about the shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
Damn.
God talks about that. Say,
God
bitch.
said it.
That's God that's saying it.
Yeah.
So you get offended. That's because you're offended at what God said. It's not what we said. Because we're reading God's words. We're doing what Nehemiah did in Nehemiah 8:8.
Right.
We'll give you the sense.
Right.
We'll bring it to more modern times. But it's ultimately what God said.
So that's why yesterday the sister with the
Dumas.
two kids with the bonnets got up and left class saying, "This is wrong, Bishop wrong."
Yeah.
That's why she got up and left. She was offended.
Yeah.
And I knew something was wrong.
Yes.
I knew something was wrong. I looked
Cap
at the crowd.
Sword. Yeah, Cap Sword.
I looked at Captain Shemai. I said, "Wait a minute. Those two bonnets over there. What the hell is going on?" Cap said, "Hey, have mercy, Cap."
She knew.
It's their first day.
Cap said, "It's their first day.
It's their
have
first
mercy."
day.
I'm like, I don't know, Cap.
Something about
I
this.
asked
Then
her
what
for-
happens?
I asked her if she wanted a Bible to follow along, and she was like, "No, I'm uncomfortable." So that's why we
I
went to
didn't
go
know.
talking
Yeah,
about
See,
it.
there's a spirit in the
There's a
bonnet.
spirit. Yeah. It is.
There's a spirit in that damn bonnet.
Spirit in the bonnet. It was.
You said them shower caps.
And it was.
You know what we talking
To be
about.
clear,
brother.
it was the little girl. It was the little
The
girls.
two
that
daughters had the
bonnets.
bonnets.
Yeah.
She had nothing in a blonde scalp.
Yep.
Damn.
Oh,
a
really?
bald shade blonde hair.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
under the.
Yes.
Yeah, she had to get a head wrapper. Like you could see the difference in which they came in and when we gave them
Yeah.
They didn't like it, did they?
attire to like help them, you know.
Oh, so they didn't have the clothing or nothing?
No, we gave them all
So-
that.
oh,
the
so
whole
they came
family.
with-
Because I was wondering about. She had fringes on.
No,
we
that was
gave them
us.
that.
Yeah, because we were like, sis, come on.
So all right, so wait. So what did they come in wearing? Tight
You want the
pants?
video?
Yes. What?
I sent it to you. Oh,
Send the
they
video.
came in. I don't want to say it, but
In modest.
dusty. Let's say
Yeah.
that.
They just didn't have
What they
the
had?
proper
Jeans?
attire
Short-
on. It
no,
was just
short skirts
stuff,
and-
leggings, stuff like that.
Okay.
No
maybe
body.
they
She
don't
belongs
have.
to the
Maybe they don't
streets.
have. Okay.
Now the little girls had on dresses.
So did they come in with the bonnets?
Yeah, they came in with their bonnets.
Y'all didn't give them the bonnets.
We didn't give them the bonnets.
Hallelujah.
They had the bonnets, but you know they
But they love talking.
But
crap.
she was like, every sister don't go through that. So I said,
Judah,
wait a
right?
minute, sis.
Judah, right?
Was just because you don't deal with it, does that mean that it should not be addressed? Well, I teach my daughters different. I said, okay, sis, we understand that. I said, but right now he's talking about men taking accountability for their household. These were just some attributes of sisters that made, you know, she's like, well, the woman is the head. I said, wait, now we got a problem. Okay. First,
Get your ass out.
You know, first
Get out.
I'm trying to, I'm gonna talk to you about the situation. When she went to, okay.
Also, Lisha, go back to the main real quick. I know we got a lot of stuff. But there was a social experiment done, and to me, it relates to us right there, right at the bottom, the bottom, right there. Yep. I want y'all to see this.
Nah, man.
Judah.
It's a prison experiment.
I know she was walking fast.
Let's play it.
Man, this is crazy. Yeah.
Yep. Are you ready?
Oh, I read about this. That was crazy.
Now, why is it so hard?
I don't know.
With unlimited food and water. After a year, the population peaked.
Start it over. Go back. Rewind
You
it.
can never catch the beginning of the video.
A biologist named John Calhoun placed 8 rats in an enclosed environment with unlimited food and water. After a year, the population peaked, totaling about 2,200 rats. This overpopulation fundamentally changed the way the rats interacted. They became more violent, isolated, and even developed abnormal sexual behaviors. Male rats became vain and uninterested in females, spending most of their time grooming themselves. Even with an abundance of food, the rats resorted to cannibalism and killing their own offspring for no discernible reason.
Stop!
Calhoun,
Stop! Doesn't this sound like the black community?
Yes.
So y'all thought we was making up when we said, sisters, y'all are literally a social experiment.
Real science experiment.
You are literally an experiment. What they did was they put rats in an enclosed environment. They gave, I think started, how many rats it started out
Like
with?
25 or
25 rats. In a year turned to 2,500.
So they was getting busy.
They was getting busy because they had abundance of food and water. All of that was provided for them.
So it was comfortable.
It was comfortable. So they began to have mad kids.
So is that being nourished?
That's being nourished.
They were being nourished.
So over time, their spirit changed. It says the male rats wanted nothing to do with the females. They were only concerned with themselves, grooming themselves.
Is that skinny jeans and
hence,
TikToks?
Hence your metrosexuals.
Damn.
Right.
Your emasculated.
They got their bags and men wearing Chanel shirts now. They got
Yes, they wear blouses. Shirts versus blouses.
That's your effeminate ass son.
Your
Right
effeminate men.
Yes.
That's
And it
Shoot
said
the block.
they began to be violent against one another.
They used to rape.
And they started to kill their offspring.
Yep.
Isn't we just watched that with Penny just now?
Yeah, and unnatural sexual behavior.
So
And, yes, that's your lesbians that Shahrazad Ali just said.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if y'all paid attention.
And he did this, and he just kept making it bigger and
Yes.
bigger. He said no matter how big, how much space they had, they would keep doing
The
same thing. And
That's us right now.
That's us. A whole science experiment. And they did it, said they know that the way, if you put us in those same positions, we'll act just like them damn rats. Them rats was raping each other.
Start from the
They
top
started gangs. Because I read it in my psychology. They started gangs. It was like groups of male
Little
rats,
clique rats.
that were running terrorize other rats.
You can't make it up.
So the rats became Bloods and Crips.
Yes.
You can't
There was
make it
fleas and ticks.
I'm telling you.
So now, wait. Let me ask you a question.
Fleas and ticks, bitch.
When was this experiment done?
I can't remember.
It says it in the beginning.
His name's something Calhoun. B. Calhoun. That's all I remember.
But if you can see who's doing it, Esau.
Yes.
So black people, we don't think about doing things like
No.
this.
Uh-uh.
That's why it says in Psalm 64.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
let's read it right now. Psalm 64. Go ahead, Cap. Go ahead. Yeah, I felt a little bit of your heater just now.
Yeah, me too.
He moved. Hey, spin again. Spin. When Cap moved, it came through and hit my arm.
Yeah, bro.
like, ooh, warm.
Brother blocking all the heat.
Be ye warm and filled.
1968
okay,
to
okay.
1973.
1968 to 1970.
When the projects?
When was the Bloods and Crips formed?
68, 69.
Really?
68, 69 around that time.
Hold on.
They weren't the first gangs.
Right.
When was the project? The project
projects came in like the 40s after World War One.
But the projects weren't initially for blacks.
No.
The projects initially were for immigrants.
Right.
Immigrant, Poland,
Yes.
Polish, and all of them.
So when did it
They were in the
transition to
project.
blacks?
70s.
When they started moving in the 70s.
The 70s, because they used to have black neighborhoods where my grandparents lived, but my mama lived in the projects up the street. That's how my daddy called my mama. They used to go to the projects and get the project hoes.
Project home.
You trying to tell us something, bro?
I've said it 100 times before.
Oh my Lord!
I shall say it again.
It just hit different today.
But I'm just saying, because they had the separation between the neighborhoods where the black people live.
Right.
Yes.
Versus the projects. Now you.
Yeah, you're right.
So immigrants moved into the projects and they couldn't wait to get
And
out.
it wasn't
of
project.
Right.
It wasn't like
Yeah,
it was not the
it was
ghetto.
manicured lawns.
Right.
It was
Right.
like
Right.
housing. It was
Right.
housing. They said we got to get out of here and get to the suburbs.
Right.
And now
They understood living in those close confines wasn't beneficial, no matter how nice it looked, because it was pristine.
Right.
They said, nah, living in these close quarters is not beneficial for us. We got to go.
Never a long term
So
thing.
now
It was.
think about it. How did it become a ghetto? So when black people moved in, I remember Bishop went over it years ago about benign neglect. They take away the amenities, the garbage doesn't get picked up, but once every 2 weeks or whatever.
No jobs.
No jobs. The liquor stores there, the Chinese restaurants there. There's no health care around. Things like that create what is called the ghetto. And it's low income families move in there now. The rent's low, right? That creates the ghetto. And what Esau knows is that, well, put it like this. Esau has think tanks. Before they do anything, they have councils with each other. They know the results of, okay, if we put a liquor store here, a check cash in here, a
Fried chicken spot.
A fried chicken spot here, and no jobs, no health care, and just one bus route through it, and it's by the highway.
Yeah.
What's that going to create for black folks? Oh, they're going to start killing each other. They're going to have babies. Because why? How do we know this? Well, we got the rats. We did an experiment with these rats over here 25 years ago, and let's implement it now and see what these niggas doing in the hood. That's what creates the conditions we have today.
So the EBT was the abundant food and water.
There you go.
She ain't got to work for the food and water. So now you don't have to do the things that necessary, right, to provide for yourself. We give that to you. So what's left to do? Get high, get drunk, make babies,
and eat bad food. You got white Jesus in the hood.
And send
and
them,
you got drugs in the
Universe 27.
Send them to the public school who you have no control over. Once you sign them up for school, we'll go over that as well.
Right. So you see, it's just a barrel of
vicious cycle,
trauma and torture going on, and because we don't know, it's normal to us.
Right.
A lot of we all grew up this way.
Right.
It's normal. It became normal until we got out of that and said, hey, yo, we grew up effed up.
Yeah, I see y'all brothers out of New York love grass.
Bruh.
Trees. Yo. They love grass and trees. Like, bro, why you so excited about grass and trees? And then you go to New York and be like,
it's all concrete.
I get it.
It's all concrete.
Pissy concrete.
Hey, play that right. Piss and concrete. Play that again. Are you ready?
An ethologist named John Calhoun placed 8 rats in an enclosed environment with unlimited food and water. After a year, the population peaked, totaling about 2,200 rats.
Damn!
This overpopulation fundamentally changed the way the rats interacted. They became more violent, isolated, and even developed abnormal sexual behaviors. Male rats became vain and uninterested in females, spending most of their time grooming themselves. Even with an abundance of food, the rats resorted to cannibalism and killing their own offspring for no discernible reason. Calhoun called this phenomenon behavioral sink. A once thriving utopia turned into an apocalypse, ultimately killing off every last rat. Calhoun repeated this experiment 25 more times with other rodents, and the result was always the same.
This is why they have projects in every city.
It was It was
It's-
4.5 cubic feet, and every 3 months the population doubled 55 days after that.
So the projects in every city are the multiple social experiments.
Right.
That's
Yep.
him creating the rat sink in multiple cities to see if the environment change or the city or geographical location change is going to affect the rats that live in the ghetto now. And it doesn't. It's the same result. In Cali, we killing each other off. In New York, we killing each other off. In Atlanta,
Everywhere.
Miami, everywhere in the hood.
You got to ask, why is it happening in every city?
Right.
Well, they also commune with each other in every state and city. Not just one city does their own thing and another city do their own thing and another. No, they all get together at these conferences and decide what's going on.
Crafty council.
Look at today. In all majority black urban cities, who's the mayor?
Right.
It's a black man or primarily now a black woman.
Right.
The police chief is black. The fire chief is black. You understand? They just did a monitor you, but why? It's the same setup in every city.
Cycle.
Right.
How the hell does that happen?
Right.
Yep.
Why? Because they all commune together, man.
Hey, Psalm 64. Okay, for Cap. Start at verse 4.
Yes, sir.
Let's start at verse 1.
Yes, sir. Psalm chapter 64, verse 1. Hear my voice, O God, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy.
So we're talking about the enemy. Go ahead.
Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked.
So wait a minute. Isn't that what we just watched?
That's a council. Yeah. And they implemented it.
Cap.
That's a
Look, you see, we went right past that. We know they did the experiment on people. He said the behavioral sink on men
mice
and men.
Damn.
Oh,
We missed
I
that.
missed
It
that
went super
part.
fast.
I didn't. I got it for you.
See if you can. There's no way to zoom in.
Zoom in. So we didn't make that up.
No. He did this. They making sure that it works on people too.
And when you look at it, it kind of reminds you of all the. You know how all
It
the
looked like
prisons
the
in
prison.
jails-
Look, it looked like the project on New Jack City.
The same octagon.
That's the Carter.
It's the Carter.
That's the Carter.
Damn.
That's the Carter right there.
That's bananas.
Look,
Unbelievable.
the behavioral sink on mice and
Sink the sunken place.
damn. Listen,
You saw hell.
yo, this
What a
some
nigga
this
hell.
some heavy. This some heavy stuff. We are a social and science experiment. So
Literally.
what we just read in Psalm 64, King David said, "Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked."
Right.
The wicked have these experiments. They commune together, like Cap said, from city to city, state to state, country to country, because it's the same thing in Brazil.
Right.
It's the same thing in Jamaica.
It's
the
the
row
same
houses,
thing.
tenement houses.
It's AD, the same
Everywhere.
thing.
Everywhere. These Edomites, the French, the Portuguese, the Dutch,
Right.
the Europe,
The English.
English,
The Spanish.
they all do the same thing. Look at the Carter.
Look at the Carter. Look at the Carter.
Like the
Oh, pull that. No, yeah, pull that one up real
I was
quick.
just watching it last night. That's crazy.
Is that what they really took?
Look at that.
It's the Carter. That's what he said.
It's the
Yeah.
same thing.
Holy
He said you're gonna make the drug distribute them.
Yep.
Say they gonna get along with us, or we gonna make it by Beirut if they don't. Yes.
Wait a
That's
minute.
putting that, and that's in New York where y'all from.
Hold
Stop.
on.
For the love of
Stop.
money.
It happened in Miami too, sis. It happened in Miami too, sis.
Yeah.
For the love of money.
Wait a minute.
Don't let money change.
So they built the Carter exactly like the
Evil.
damn mice sink.
Universe
But
25.
that's a lot of apartment buildings in New York. Period. Not just the Carter, but a lot of them look like
Yeah,
that.
a lot of them look like that. Hey, go back to the social experiment picture when he's standing over it.
Same
Oh
thing.
my God. Yo. that's why
Don't
I
let
said,
money change you.
Bruh.
Damn.
Damn.
Yo, we see it
This
now,
some
man.
bull.
Hey,
Yo, you know
this
he's gonna be
is
like,
it.
this some bullshit right here, man.
Hey, you know what's crazy?
But Cap, remember the scripture said that's what God gonna reveal them secrets
Yes.
to who? He the most reveal them
Yes.
secrets
Yeah,
to son.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Hey,
for
I
real.
remember we all went to
Damn.
I think we all went to New York to visit the deacon. And
Oh yeah.
Deacon Malachi was saying, like, you know, I think we were driving somewhere in the Bronx. And Deacon, you know, we looking at all the buildings, we're showing REA all the buildings. It's like, yo, it's really your own little prison.
Yep.
Remember you said that?
Yes.
It's really the apartments, the building is just your little prison. That's all it is. You're oppressed. You go next door. You hear loud noise. You go outside. It's loud. You can't move. You can't move. You can't do nothing.
Yeah. New York is
Damn.
ground zero for this experiment. Hey,
Go back to
So,
the thing with Cap said, man.
go back to the scripture.
Yeah.
Read verse 2 again.
Psalm chapter 64, verse 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows.
So they're at war against us. They have these weapons. They have these think tanks. They have weaponized the food. They've done all of these things against us, right? Go ahead.
Even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret.
What's their plot?
Shoot in secret.
Because before today, I say 99% of everybody online and in this room had no clue about this experiment.
None.
Zero.
First.
Never heard about this. But spiritually, we know they do these things.
Right.
But to actually see it, even though I saw this already, I'm mad as hell like I'm seeing it for the first time. Right. This is madness to know that, again, we know we're being experimented on. But when you see it, it hit different.
Right.
It hit different. Go ahead.
That they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not.
So they don't fear the fact that they're experimenting and making up these different living conditions, horrific living conditions, destroying black families. They don't care because the destruction of the black family is why they're billionaires. This is why they're millionaires, because their money was transitioned from slavery to prison institutions, to the food industry. To, no matter what industry it is to destroy our people, that's where their money transferred from slavery into now. Go ahead.
Verse 5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily.
Damn.
They say.
So wait a minute. So you telling me the LGBT movement, the transgender movement,
Black Lives Matter.
The Black Lives Matter, all stems from a social experiment. Because the rats in those populations, they began to change their sexual nature.
Right. Damn.
Hey,
Damn.
You gotta think about this.
And they were gangs.
And they were gangs.
You know what's so heavy, Cap?
Damn.
And somebody put it here too, because you're absolutely right. If you look at the prison system, Rikers Island looks like the ghetto.
Oh yeah.
Pelican Bay.
Hell yeah.
They all look like it. Terminal Island. They all look the same. Right.
So
all looks the same.
Esau is a mad scientist.
That nigga hell,
mad
boy.
scientist.
Yes.
So he puts us in. We bring it out all the time, even at camp. They put us all in the trick box, all in this shithole called America.
Right.
Instead of us coming together and organizing ourselves together, what do? We only organize ourselves in gangs to fight each other.
Right.
That's a hell of a
Shout out to Shannon Sharp.
Damn!
Go ahead.
Shannon, repent, Shannon.
Hey, finish that.
Go ahead, play it. I mean, finish the scripture.
Read the script, man.
Yes, sir. They say, who shall see them?
They say, who's gonna see? Who's gonna really know about this experiment? Because it's only discussed among white people.
Right.
Niggas ain't gonna find this out. But God says we're the perfect.
Yes.
The perfect is not gonna find this out.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 6. They search out iniquities.
Damn.
They accomplish a diligent search.
So they know sodomy is a sin. They search out the iniquities of God. They say, what does God deem a sin? We're gonna make sure that these people are committing those sins.
Right. Because they know.
So they put the rats in there. They know sodomy's gonna start.
Right.
You know what? Let's put them in the ghetto. Let's give them McDonald's filled with hormones.
They know.
You mix that together. You mix that together. And remember, we did the food desert a couple, like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Remember, the fast foods have chemicals. We eat a lot of it, the chemicals rise. And what it does is it triggers depression. It triggers hormonal changes.
Right.
So they know if we put a McDonald's, a Chick-fil-A on every corner, they're gonna eat this every day.
Right.
And it's convenient. And it's $1.
Right, and it's cheap. Over time, the chemicals that trigger that is gonna heighten. Oh, another thing it triggers was violence.
Yes.
Right.
They said
right.
people who eat a lot of fast food have behavioral problems.
Yeah.
They did the damn study on this thing.
It's still pushing.
I remember Roland Martin hosted it. It was a doctor. I forgot his name, but Roland Martin hosted him doing a conference, and he went through the chemical breakdowns of fast food. When you eat high levels of it, it changes your behavior to violence.
Yeah.
You start having anger issues. You start having
brain
social issues.
The single mom ain't cooking dinner.
That's why they was fighting over that Popeye's chicken sandwich.
Oh, damn! You all right? I forgot about that.
Nah, you all right. That's why they was getting their ass whooped online for Popeye's chicken sandwiches.
Hey, who did that? The Boondocks did that
Remember,
too,
they was
right?
shooting in New York. They been killing people over French fries.
Yes.
Damn, was Sarai there?
Hey, read that verse 6 again.
Yes, sir. Verse 6. They search out iniquity. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep.
This is what God said. Deep. Now, I believe what God said.
Yes,
right. So though these experiments upset us, it's not like shit. We know what's going on.
Yep.
We know what's going on because God says that every thought of them is deep. They will take all the rats. They will take all the ants. Do whatever they're going to do to figure the mind of the Israelite out.
Right.
That's why, and I was telling somebody last night, your banking app gives you a pie chart of how much you make opposed to how much you spend. And I was breaking down to the brother that your credit score is not just your credit score. The credit department knows how much you make, but here's the kicker. They know how much overtime you do. I kid you not.
That the income.
It is literally, I'm gonna say this, I can say this confidently because I'm gonna tell you why. Every one of Esau's systems are connected. Deacon used to always say it, but we use it in the sense of the prison with the police, with the judge. Those are all connected. Every part of Esau's system is connected. I'm gonna prove to you. So one time I did an interest rate drop on my house. So it's like a refinance, but I wanted a lower interest rate a couple years ago. So I'm on the phone with the gentleman who I have to submit the information to my W-2s last week. Oh, I gotta submit all the banking information. So he's on the phone with me reviewing my credit. He's like, your credit is good. We shouldn't have any issue with this. He's going over. He says, yeah, I see you make this per year, and I see this. You do this amount of overtime, and you get this amount for your overtime. I said, whoa. I said, what are you talking about? I said, wait. How do you know my? Because even when I submit my pay stubs, it doesn't differentiate that.
Right.
But I didn't submit my pay. It shows you that I have not submitted my pay stubs yet. We're talking on the phone about what I'm going to submit. He's telling me how much my job pays me.
Damn.
And how many overtime?
And he's not at my job. How the hell does he know this?
I found my pie chart.
You found, see? You didn't know that, did you?
No.
Yes.
Doing a lot of spinning there, ain't you?
Yes.
She in the red, y'all. She in the red.
Every one of us, your bank is grading you.
Yep.
So here's what he did. So back to that part. I'm gonna get back to that in a second. Back to this part. He told me how much I make at my job. He told me what I had in the bank.
Yeah.
So you're telling me this loan company, mortgage company, is connected with my job?
Right.
It's connected with my bank? How is that possible?
Because they're public and private.
Oh,
So
really?
That's what you thought.
Esau
You
is
thought.
connected.
Right.
As he's telling me this, I'm like you said, it's a trick bag.
It's a trick bag.
It's a trick bag. They
We
make
set up
you
here to
think.
fail.
They make you think these are all different. And no,
That's
all
it's not.
together.
Hey, that little
crazy.
social security
It's
number
not.
go everywhere. As soon as
not.
you put it in.
PSR.
Just like how we went over Zillow.
Right.
Zillow's was one of the largest real estate holders in the world.
Evil.
You think it's an app you go on to find you an apartment or a house. They're a real estate investment firm. Then when you look deeper, they have different holdings and shares and different things. It's all a big ass trick bag. This place is literally the land of confusion.
And what's been going on too is they changed it up and put guesstimating.
Yeah.
But they had already had, like, say for instance, brothers or sisters that own their own home. They were out there actually revealing the actual amount of how much that home was worth. But then they switched it.
Yeah.
So going right back to what you're saying, all that information.
They actually create the it's called the median, the housing median, meaning how much the average house in that area is worth.
Right.
What they do is they buy multiple houses in that area. They buy them for the low. They jack 2 of those that they bought prices high out the roof.
So the
What
other
it
one's
just
gonna
did was it just raised the value of all the other houses they own. So everybody else is going to come in and buy the house for over $200,000 more than it's actually worth. Because they set the median.
Yeah.
This
Bro,
is
punk ass Zillow.
So
Punk ass Zillow.
So back to what sis just said. She just saw the pie chart.
I did.
Your bank grades you. So when I was talking to a brother because he's applying for an apartment, he's like, I keep getting denied for these apartments. I said, they ran your credit, right? He says, yeah. I said, you know your creditor knows how much you have in the bank? I said, you don't have anything saved? He was like, nah, I ain't got it in the bank. But he said, but I didn't tell him that. He says, they know. So what the apartment or the loan officer does is it's a risk assessment.
Yep.
They look at how much of a good not client, but a good.
Are you responsible?
It's risk
assessment.
Yes. Like I said.
Right.
Are you a responsible possible
back.
customer?
Yes.
So what they do is they look at your financial
history,
savings, your financial spending habits, which your bank is already doing.
It's in every category.
They call it debt to income ratio.
Yes, that's an income ratio. That's what it is. So, but here's the thing: your bank doesn't tell you they're doing this. Your bank is grading you. So when mortgage companies, car companies, apartments on your credit, it's already there.
Damn.
Bro,
But when you think of your credit score, you're like, oh, I paid off my credit card. I got a 740.
Yay! I can buy anything.
Your
It don't work like that.
credit say way more than that.
Right.
Way more than that. Everything about you is in there.
Look,
Yes.
you be done signed them rights away on something.
Check it. Even what they send you in a report is not everything.
Right. It's
Right.
only half. Not even half. I wouldn't even say
This place right here.
Yeah,
That's
man.
crazy.
Right.
She's shocked. She like, I didn't know I was spending so much.
It knows your home utilities,
So,
travel, groceries.
Okay, so
personal,
so here's the
family,
thing.
health.
So that tells you that I know I'm rambling, but that tells them if you are spending more than you make. You know, as a people, we rob Peter to pay Paul.
Right.
That's the
Right.
saying Benji got.
That's it.
We rob Peter to pay Paul. So we look at it as getting by. Esau is saying that's not someone I want to do business with.
Right,
Yeah.
right. They're not gonna pay me
Every
back.
And
category's in a color. So
Yes.
if you're doing your home utilities
Yes.
is green, but if
Yes.
you're not, it's red. And
It
it's
So
just colors.
Esau, this is why a lot of Edomites know what money to spend. They spend their business money.
yes.
Right.
They do
Yes.
everything through their business.
Right.
Wow.
Their business has nothing to do with their personal information.
Right. Yep.
Nothing.
Separate.
Because the business is graded separately.
Right.
You have your own grading, your own category, your own credit on your business. Esau deals with their business. So when they don't do these things in their house name.
Right.
Because your business, there's so much tax write-offs at the end of the year, you want to come up.
Yeah.
Right.
There's over 400. And people don't even know about it.
All right, I'm gonna stop
Yeah, you gonna
rambling
lean
now.
back.
Like Bishop Yao
Yeah.
said, I'm gonna lean
Hey,
back.
But you know what? Even with that, you'll notice if you guys ever go and open up a bank account, they'll say, "What do you want, a checking or you want a savings?" I don't really opt for the checking. Do the savings because it goes right back. Okay, well, we know you have this amount. You understand? Let that savings build and you utilize it.
It shows responsibility.
Right.
Shows responsibility.
Yeah, everybody checking their little wheel, their little
Yeah.
pot.
Now they know.
Yeah.
Your bank is grading you, and they tell you every cycle. They're like, oh, listen, you're doing great this month.
Right.
You spent less than what you spent less than what you made. Yeah, all right. Keep thinking
playing.
Esau got separate departments.
Right.
No, it's one head devil that has a lot of tentacles.
Hydra.
Yep.
Right.
Watch everything you do.
Hey, let's go back out, Elisha, because we winding down.
PSR.
You learn something new every time on PSR.
That's right.
Hey, slide that over because I do want the school thing. I don't see it there though. About the public school, there was one right above that Bill Gates. You see how you got Bill Gates?
Oh shoot.
It was you got the wrong one.
Bishop, you gotta go into your bank settings, sir. And it should pop up. I can't.
Oh,
Bishop on it, right?
He finna see what Mother Shamar's.
Yeah.
So I got you now.
So I had to actually go to the account.
You gotta go there.
Yeah.
That's
So,
what
when you open up your accounts, usually when you scroll down to the bottom, it's usually on that first page.
Yeah.
Right.
Scroll down to the bottom, it tells you how
called
you're
track
doing
spending.
with your spending.
It says nice work on averaging a better spending amount each
Yeah,
month.
each month. Yeah. So they track you month.
The officer been on your behind for spending my money.
No. Go back out. Go back to the main. It was a sister and then an article next to it.
Right.
You got to go way up. Back to where that bill get way up, way up.
He said it was like 125 or something like that. I think I.
On the 25th, right?
Hey, Captain
All the way
Evans,
up. Keep going. Up.
Back up a little. Let some of that heat come through this way, bro.
He like lean back. Fall back on the heat, my G.
Okay, go down. Keep going up. Keep going up. Keep going. I'm sorry, y'all. Should be right up in this area. Go up. Keep going. Brother got the wrong video. What the hell? It's coming up right now. Go ahead. Right there. That sister right there. Get those two things. Or you could play it straight from there. And then get the article next to her. So what we mentioned about that social experiment with the rats, right? The social experiment is on a lot of levels. And it said how they kill their offspring. Right. I want y'all to remember that. So that goes to a lot of things. Abortion. We played the Good Times clip of abuse. Yeah. It goes into a lot of things. The neglect of letting the TV raise your children. You not spending time with them as far as nurturing them under God's commandments. These are a lot of things that happen. But this kind of blew me away as well. Play that.
How in the hell is all of this stuff going on right underneath our noses and or just in the limelight? And I'm here to tell you it is called in loco parentis. What does that mean? In the place of a parent, which is why when Biden said that children do not belong to their parents when they are in the classroom, he is not wrong, because when you sign your kid up for public schooling in very small fine print is the common law known as in loco parentis. And this is what it means. It is in reference to a teacher or other adult responsible for children in the replacement of a parent, which is viewed as handing over parental duties and powers to school authorities. So when a parent enrolls a child in a public school, the courts have deemed that action to be that the parent is giving up some of their rights. So yes, they can teach crazy curriculum.
So
That is crazy.
go to the thing that she did right there. Yeah, blow that up. So here's the fine print, and why the hell is America using Latin?
And why is it in fine print?
In loco parentis. What Negro gonna read that and be like, oh yeah, I want to know, I want to do that.
So your crazy parents.
So can you zoom in more so you can read it? Okay, read.
In loco parentis, custody by non-parent.
So when you sign your child up for public school, you're giving them custody of your child.
And nobody's going to tell them that.
Nobody discusses
gonna
this.
tell them.
You sign it away.
I want y'all to really think about this. So it goes right back into that experiment. They said they're going to be in a situation where they're so packed in, you're going to be pushing your children out the house to go to school. You can't wait to get a moment to yourself.
7 o'clock. Get out.
Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Is it illegal not to have your child go to school? It's illegal.
It's illegal.
So you got no choice.
So we
You
thought
have to sign it.
we thought we was free.
Nigga, you thought you was free, but you gotta sign up for this.
The illusion. What did it say? Captive was
The illusion of
freedom.
Yeah.
Bro, the allure of freedom. Go ahead, read it.
Wow, that's some evil.
You captive as hell. You know it.
So you brothers that are teachers, there's some stuff you bring out at camp. Negroes acting like they free, but I dare you to let your child miss a few days of school.
Oh, they coming.
Right.
They will be at your front door ready to lock your ashy ass up.
True.
Thought your bank
Go ahead.
account was yours, Gene.
The term in local parentis refers to situation where a party who is not a legal parent of a child, but who has stood like a parent to a children may apply to the court for custody or visitation rights. To determine a custody right for a non-parent, the court must find that there has been a meaningful parental relationship formed for a substantial period of time in order for this type of order to be entered. ARS 25-415.
And this is a part of Esau's what do you call that? Secret councils. They have these article numbers. They lobby them into law. These articles, and there's always a bunch of stuff under it.
Right. Yep.
You don't know what it is.
Right.
And sometimes, even though it's English,
You
it's
can't
written in a
read it.
way you
Right.
don't understand
You
what
don't
the hell it
understand
means.
it.
You need a lawyer to break it down.
Yeah, you barely understand what this means.
Yeah.
And then they throw that article 25-40. You don't know what that say.
Right.
You don't know. So long story short, in local parentis, when you sign your child up for school, this is why, again, I tell the story before when I took my son took my kids out of public school. I was like, I'm not doing this. Bishop had really started going into about homeschooling, so it was already on my spirit. And when they tested him to give, what's the drugs they give? ADHD.
Yeah.
I'm like,
without your consent.
without my consent, and nobody had to explain anything. Now, 7 years later, 8 years later, now I'm like,
So wait a minute.
Local
Yeah,
parentis.
So now think about this.
Go ahead.
Let's say you had a problem with they gave your child some kind of drug for ADHD or whatever.
Yep.
You get pissed off. You get a lawyer. You try to sue. Oh nigga, we
Yeah.
got you.
You signed
this is
up.
Your
Yeah.
signature right here.
But
You ain't you're gonna lose that.
You're gonna lose, right?
It's even deeper than that because when I took my kids out of what I thought was public school originally, I put them online school. And at the time, I was in the house with like my whole family, so it was everybody there. Before I started to congregate, I took them out, and my son was talking to his teacher and saying, "Well, my mom's not here right now to help me." Because I kind of was the one that was primarily doing it. They sent defects to my house. Because, yeah, they sent defects to my house because they thought that the children were there by themselves. And defects came and they investigated. It's like, no, it's a house full of people, but my mama's the one that generally helps us when she comes home in the morning. But they had the right to do that just because my son was like, okay, well, my mama's not here right now to help.
So it's a teacherless school.
Right.
All right, real quick. All right.
And that was online.
Play this real quick.
We're taking things that are, genetically modified organisms, and we're injecting them in little kids' arms. We just shoot them right into the vein.
According to legend, young Bill Gates built his computer empire out of his garage. Reality tells another story, that Bill Gates was born into wealth and privilege. Both his grandfather and great-grandfather were banking muggles. His father, William Gates Sr., was a prominent Seattle-based lawyer and political lobbyist. Through his father, Bill Gates learned the ins and outs of law and politics and how to manipulate those governing forces.
I'm Bill Gates, chairman of Microsoft.
Bill Gates dropped out of college to start Microsoft. He is credited with inventing the operating system that became Windows. However, he played no part in the invention of Windows.
Wait a minute.
The fact is,
No, go ahead. Play. We got time. Go ahead.
he bought an existing operating system from Seattle Computer Products, had it modified, then licensed it to IBM. That didn't stop him from taking all the credit.
I don't see Bill Gates as this great creative person. I see him as an opportunist.
Copycat.
While Microsoft's co-founder Paul Allen was struggling with cancer, Bill Gates seized the opportunity by attempting to cheat him out of his share of the company's fortune.
They were basically talking about how they were planning to dilute my share down to almost nothing. And it was really a shocking and disheartening moment for me.
And you were sick?
Well, I think I was still probably in the middle of radiation therapy.
Damn. So
ruthless.
Cutthroat.
He about to die. We don't need him.
Gates' business strategies came under fire in 1998 when the United States Department of Justice sued Microsoft for antitrust violations.
This is tape 3 of the videotape deposition of Bill Gates on September.
During the 18-month trial, Gates gave hours of videotape testimony.
What were the non-Microsoft browsers that you were concerned about in January of 1996?
That month.
Yes, sir.
And what about it?
What non-Microsoft browsers were you concerned about in January of 1996?
I don't know what you mean concerned.
What is it about the word concerned that you don't understand?
Use it in a sentence.
I'm not sure what you mean by it.
The Justice Department has charged Microsoft with engaging in anti-competitive and exclusionary practices designed to maintain its monopoly in personal computer operating systems.
In a move to overshadow the negative press, Gates invested $100 million to set up the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation.
All of a sudden.
What this is?
Overnight, Bill Gates transformed his public image from ruthless tech monopolizer to the world's most generous philanthropist.
I'm pleased to announce that we're pledging an additional $1 billion to...
We had the chance to witness Bill Gates 2.0, the man you don't...
Stop.
He's a clone.
And he got a new haircut.
So he's a criminal. He's a criminal.
Right.
And overnight, he becomes a philanthropist, a doctor. He's creating GMO vaccines and stabbing them into children.
Water
a
in
tech.
Africa.
But here's what I want y'all to see. In the very beginning, it shows that his grandfather and father were prominent in Esau's community, both in law and politics.
Right.
I want y'all to think about this. So this goes right into wickedness in high places.
Right.
So even though he's sitting in those depositions, he couldn't be touched.
Right.
He knew how to play it.
He knew how to play
Yeah,
it.
but remember, his daddy had his back.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
God, that's why when that man say January, you was concerned, man say what day?
Yeah,
January.
What you mean? Come
now,
again?
What about that day? What was you concerned? I don't understand concern.
What is concern?
What does concern mean?
He was like, what do you not understand about concern?
Look. Damn, we gotta go, man.
I don't
It's
get it.
12:59.
Damn, demon, bro.
We didn't even get.
Can
to
we? Is
everything.
it like a little bit more?
No, that thing look like it got
It's got
Hey,
some meat in it.
Cap
Can we
Joel,
just
man.
like-
Hold on a second,
Hold on one
man.
second. We gotta finish this out.
Cap Joel,
Finish
hold
this
on,
out.
man. And then we gotta finish out with that system, man, with the passport, bro. I'm sorry. We gotta finish with that.
So we
Cap.
might have to cut it in half, bro.
Hey, Joel. I'm sorry, Cap Joel. Hold on one second, bro. Hey, I mean that was
That's the gist
because
of
this
it?
is like 8 minutes. It's
Right,
long,
right.
but that's the part that I kind of wanted. Hey, real quick, go back out. We started with the black woman. We're gonna end it with the black woman. Bottom.
Pages ain't
Go down.
3.0.
Go down. To the right, above, right there.
Damn, we loaded up, bro.
Back to the delusional black woman. Oh, y'all thought y'all was off the hook, huh? Hell no.
They thought they was off the hook with the rats. Hey, y'all for us, thank you.
They thought it was a deflection.
We tricked you with Bill Gates.
Dims was tricks.
I was fooling you.
So again, somebody, I don't know if they talk about the concern about Bill Gates, but we're showing you about the systems.
Right.
That was what we were talking about. All the systems are connected. You look at Bill Gates as though he is a tech mogul or philanthropist, but the connection is law and politics. Hope y'all understand that.
They said that's what he used to further his whole little
His
empire.
push.
He knew.
And he knew going into international waters is different laws there and things he can get away with. And once he does a certain amount of work there, America will say, "Oh, he's great. Come on back here and do it."
Right.
It's a setup, bro. It's a setup. Play that video. Okay.
That's,
So we're just gonna do this every
the
single
number
video,
of
right?
people who can actually,
Can you start it over?
make it.
Okay.
But what I really do hope is that though the number of people who can actually make this work is very, very small, I hope that while we are having the discussion about these men going to these other countries, that there are some that people with power are paying attention. People with power paying attention. That was a lot of P's, plosives there. And so that we might need to be making some legislation to create some protections for the women who are brought here by the passport bros, actually.
Hey, what's going on, good people? In this video, we're going to be doing a reaction to this young lady here who's called Fort Harriet. She has some things to say regarding Passport Bros, and so we definitely going to get into it and break it down. But before we do, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, drop a comment down below.
Right, stop. So this sister, in her delusional mind, she's upset at brothers going international to get wives.
Okay.
So she said there needs to be legislation, meaning go to the nobles and terrorize brothers or forbid them from getting wives overseas.
And bringing them back here.
So you're telling me you'll go through all of those hoops rather than just humbling down.
Yep. Yep. I ain't changing. I'm gonna tell Massa. That's gonna stop you traveling, nigga.
I'm gonna tell
Take his
Massa.
passport, Massa.
So I want y'all to see. This is what Kevin Samuels said earlier. Sisters are delusional.
Right.
The man is telling you to humble down, follow his lead, support him, take care of the children, things of that nature. That is too hard. But writing up a bill in legislation, meeting with constituents,
The
all of
lobbyists,
that
the
is the lobbyists. All of that is easier than just humbling down to that godly man.
Article 2269 states that.
Sisters, you're a social experiment.
Right.
Damn.
Y'all the ruts.
Because what you haven't noticed is, okay, maybe we are doing something wrong that's causing brothers to go overseas. Accountability and correction is two things that are almost impossible for sisters.
Kryptonite.
Cap.
It is literally kryptonite. Go ahead.
It don't validate their bad behavior.
But when we don't want to concur, that's what we use, the white man against you. So,
Right. That's a good point.
When we don't want to
Go ahead,
concur.
Cass.
Is all of you Judah full of those projects, right?
Damn.
Y'all like
Damn. Cat went back to the projects.
Look at you guys. So this is what we get from it. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Wow.
This
All of
is
you
the
Judas.
fruit we get from those projects. That's what Cap wrote early on. Yeah.
So in a nutshell, so we want listen, sisters is like, oh, y'all getting on the sisters. Y'all not right.
Right.
Y'all are not right. I'm telling y'all are not right. Y'all ain't right. So you have that mentality in the world, and I'm gonna tell y'all, a lot of y'all, not all of y'all, and I'm not saying all, a lot of sisters come in with that same exact
and they keep
mentality. Same exact mentality. You know how we know? Kevin Samuels told the sister, listen, you need a man between 45 and 55. That's when he reaches financial strength that he can take care of you the way you want. She says no. How many sisters have we told in the truth? Listen, you have a child, you need an older brother. How many sisters have we told that? They say no.
Young
she want to
soldier.
look a young
I want
bunny.
a young
They
soldier.
want the young brother.
bunny rabbit.
They want the young brother.
Captain Griswold complaining over here.
All right. So yeah, let's end it. Let's end it.
All right, if you don't want to.
Hey, listen, man. Those Jersey Jew, man, I always want to play the ATL, man.
Hey.
Hey.
we had to get that last part out, Joe.
All right, well, if you want to not
them
be in the
Kappa.
rat sink, come down to 691 Highway 138 in Riverdale, Georgia. Come learn these commandments. Learn how to not fall victim to Esau's social experiments. And if you can't do that, guess what? You can subscribe to IUIC.
Oh, real quick, the Captain Zeph has said, real quick, we got to make an announcement before we go. And make sure all of you subscribe to IUIC TV.
I was just kidding.
That's right.
All of y'all subscribe to IUIC TV because as you can see, the dragon is wroth.
Right.
And what he's gonna do, he's gonna cut us off from YouTube. It's gonna happen. Bishop's been telling, Deacon's been telling us forever.
Prepare.
It's gonna because it's happened before. It's gonna happen again. Go ahead, Cap.
Hey, make sure everybody, the new documentary, the third part 2 of 3 of the international trip to Guatemala is on IUIC TV after the show. It's the second part of the documentary, so go check it out. The Northern Kingdom documentary. This is on Guatemala, part 2 of 3. Make sure y'all check it out. It's live now on IUIC TV.
All right, so yeah, with that, don't just subscribe to the app. Just make sure that you subscribe to the premium content for just $1.99 a month. It's gonna be well worth it for you. All right. If you can't do that right now, You should, but we still got YouTube pages and classes all day and day, every damn day. If you want to donate to make Patient Saints Radio better, you can donate at iuic.atlanta@israelunite.org. And if you want to donate to help keep the prophets moving throughout the earth, spreading this glorious gospel, you can do so at iuic.fundraising@israelunite.org.
Hey, want to thank the brothers behind the scenes, Officers Alicia, Netremiah, Zedaniah, Elrad, Kenaniah, Emmanuel, Soldiers Caleb, Uzziah, Heman, Uzzah, Brother Aiden. We want to thank the sisters behind the scenes for breakfast, Sister Avia from the house of Officer Ali, Sister Genesis, house of Brother Aaron, and Sister Yohavid. Thank y'all for the great food this morning. Hey, want to thank all you brothers and sisters for tuning in. Stay tuned for our Hidden History. Captain Joel, we sorry, brother, but this floor is yours, man. Most High in Christ bless you all. Shalom.
Hey, shalom.
Have no idea what the truth is. That's why we're out here, to give you the truth. Psalms chapter 119 verse 142. Read. Psalms chapter 119 and verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy love